We back. Hey. What we doing? Yeah, we raising kings. What she doing? Yeah, she raising the king. What they doing? Yeah, they raising kings. Raising kings. Raising kings. What she doing? What he doing? Yeah, they raising kings. What I'm doing? Yeah, I'm raising the king. Lady love, what you doing? Yeah, she raising the king. We raising some kings. We raising some kings. Yeah. Raising Kings podcast. And we back. Yeah. Like we never left. Yeah. Hey. You're now tuned into the Raising Kings podcast.
Hey y'all.
It's your girl Sassy.
And your girl Lady Love.
Hefe.
Hey.
What's up?
Y'all need to get used to that name.
Mr. Nobody.
Oh my God. Here we go. So we really finna
Mr.
start this
Nobody.
off like this. Like we really finna start this off like this.
Yeah, we're gonna start it off because I feel like it's dope though because
Yo.
what you say, Hefe?
Yo, everybody want to be somebody, but I don't want to be nobody.
Exactly. I feel like that shit
I don't
is
want to be
dope.
nobody. Everybody dropping names. Oh, I'm this one. I'm that one. I'm this. I'm that. Listen, I'm nobody. Okay.
Mr. Nobody. I
Mr.
like
Nobody.
that because I really don't want my son to be a follower. I want him to, come up with his own
Swag, his own
his own
self.
way.
Exactly.
Yeah, what he want to do. As long as he
Absolutely.
wants to do it and he didn't get it from
That's
nobody,
right.
I'm happy with
That's
that.
right.
I agree.
You know what's crazy too? My one of my daughters, the 9-year-old, that's her thing. She loves following. I'm like, yo,
Yeah.
I try to tell her, I be like, listen, that characteristic is not a good thing. You just can't be following people. You have to have your own character. You just can't just do what everybody else is doing.
Yeah.
So if this person wants to go jump off a cliff, you're gonna go
Right.
follow them just
Yeah,
for fun.
man.
That's the perfect.
I just
Yo.
think that's what this is. Like
line.
this generation, these new school
Yo.
kids. Everybody look alike. Everybody want to do the same things. Like
Yo.
like when we was growing up, it was completely different, man. We grew up
Yeah.
like I know Hefe, like you, like a different group, but like
Yes.
I grew up like Jay-Z and Nas and all that stuff, and it was just like, yo, it was a completely different vibe. Like everybody just like weird, and
Now.
it's not a bad thing.
Nowadays,
Now.
Yeah,
it's
nowadays it's not a
Now.
bad thing, but I just think that it's just like the stuff that they're doing. Like last week when we talked about the condom challenge, how the hell you gonna sniff a condom and pull it out your throat?
Yo,
Like
listen to
what
me.
type of stuff is that?
You know what?
Yeah.
And the thing about it is, I remember as I was like, when I was a kid. I mean, nowadays these kids, all they have is video games.
Yeah.
And all this stuff on computers.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, we would be outside. yo.
Outside for real.
My mother would tell me, like we spoke last week. My mother would look at me summertime. She'd be like, "Oh, you ready? You just ready to beat the?" She would say, "You ready to just to beat the street? What else is there to do? We
That's
didn't
so
have games.
funny.
I mean, back then it was like, okay, Atari, Nintendo, but
Right,
we wasn't
right.
into that. We wanted to
Yeah,
go outside.
I mean, we would
Right, that was,
play
like,
for a little
boring.
bit. We would play
Yeah.
for a little bit, but we also wanted to be outside. Like, and then you know
Man.
what's
Yo.
different too, because we grew up like a lot of like cousins,
Mhm.
and then maybe
Man.
our
Big
families
families.
was a little bigger.
Big
but now it's like
families.
the kids are just like they're alone.
That's the truth.
Listen, when I was growing up, I couldn't wait to go outside and play. Now I'm 8. Now I'm putting the age on me. I couldn't wait to go outside and go play run, catch, and kiss.
Run, catch, and kiss.
Yeah.
Run, catch,
You
and kiss.
lying.
Listen,
Kiss?
that was
Like,
the
catch
game.
that ass.
We would play tag. You play tag. You
Yeah.
play stickball.
What?
But when you have the girls playing, we had a game called Run, Catch, and Kiss.
Yeah.
So we go run, and you play tag,
Mhm.
and you go catch the girl, and we got to kiss.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
What
we
was
got
your
that
grown up
kiss.
game, Sassy? I need to hear this. We got some grown up games. What was this?
It was the same thing. It was the tag. It was tag and stuff like that. And you'll go around the corner, kiss the boy. and
Nah,
stuff like
Sassy
that.
lying, y'all. She used to play house. Okay. All right. I just want everybody to know.
We played that too.
Okay.
Played house.
Yeah, we play house. Yeah, we
We
play
played,
house.
we played house.
Yeah,
We played,
yeah.
we played doctor.
Who
Yes,
played school?
Doctor. Yes, it's school.
Listen.
Yes.
I have to give you an examination.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's the truth.
Listen,
though.
I'm
Yo,
not
it's
gonna
real.
lie.
It's
I'm
real.
not gonna lie. It used to be a game called Hide and Go Fuck.
What?
Sorry.
Oh my God.
I never
Sorry.
heard that game.
I
That
ain't
game
played
was
that game.
serious.
Yeah, no, I ain't
What
never
kind of
played
game is that? I didn't even play that game.
Damn, Lady
I
Love.
was in the house. Okay, I only heard about these things.
Yeah, nah, we didn't do all that.
I only heard about these things from
because it
my
was
house.
because it was what's the word? Because I'm not gonna lie, like we kind of already turned up earlier because we had like the little movie shoot, the little web series shoot. So
Right.
I'm kind of already halfway.
Oh, we
drunk.
so
I'm not even
live
gonna lie,
right now.
I'm never drunk this early, but listen, I feel it.
Oh.
And what is it? The barbing court.
No.
We got to tell y'all what we
the
having
babaku.
right now.
It's the
Babaku?
Haitian run, the
Yeah.
babaku.
The
Babaku.
babaku.
And let me tell you, people may not know, but you have a babaku that's out now. That's the clear white.
Yes, the clear white.
Babaku.
Oh my! Listen, Hefe, tell them
It's
how I've been
delicious.
craving it, yo. It's been like a pregnancy
Yes.
craving for me. I'm
It's
like,
like
yo,
we-
where's that white one?
we-
Where's the white? I need it.
You know, me and my partner, we introduced her into the,
Oh my
the white
God.
babaku.
Mhm.
And ever since that time, all she wanted to have was this.
Is the
she
white
wouldn't
babaku.
do
Beautiful.
nothing else. Like, I need that.
Listen.
Yeah, like where is it?
It's really
And
beautiful.
listen, we
We
found
made
it
sure.
today.
We
It's
made sure we
beautiful.
came through the day and we had them nice juices
It's beautiful.
Yeah,
run through
exactly.
and to
But
nourish.
y'all, but
It's
again,
beautiful,
we
guys.
gonna throw it out there again. Y'all on Tito's again. Y'all
Right.
just love Tito's.
Listen, it's,
Tito's
both.
is nice and smooth.
it is.
No hangover. No
Yeah.
That's
nothing.
true.
Mhm.
But again, let's keep it straight.
Right.
We bigging up these names, Babaku.
But y'all better
We-
send them checks, man.
It's
We need checks
and
we
them
need-
crates
we
and them
need
pallets.
cases.
Yes.
You know, we need checks
We need
and we
that.
need cases.
It's beautiful.
It's gonna be a point we're not gonna talk about this. No,
Yeah,
we
no.
know
right.
people.
But we love it.
We
people
just
out
gonna
here-
tell y'all we having a cocktail and that's it.
We
Right.
having
But
cocktails.
we've already
We ain't
mentioned
talking about
quite a
no more.
few different varieties
Of
of
liquor.
alcohol
From the
so
beginning.
We just
send-
added
send
from
another one.
episode
some crates,
one.
man.
We just
Yes.
added
Since
another one.
episode one.
We just added another one to the repertoire. Now we
Yes,
shooting on some.
exactly.
So this is
Haitian
well. I'm
style.
gonna give you a little bit of insight, guys. I'm sorry. It's 1862 Mason. How do I say that? Fondé, I think, established in
Listen,
1862.
let Hefe read that.
Read this. This rum babaku, white,
Babaku.
right?
White.
Product of Haiti. Haitian.
Haitian.
Yay.
Sac passe.
Mapboulé, tonne kazi.
You gotta say
Oh.
it loud. Sac passe.
Mapboulé.
Yes. Where my souls at? Y'all better be tuning
Listen,
in.
you know this
Little
is-
Haiti, Edison
Yeah.
Middle, Edison Park. Y'all better get it.
Edison
What?
Senior High.
I'm telling y'all, come
Wow.
on, y'all.
Wow.
Yo.
Wow.
Lock it in. North Miami, where y'all at? 305. What's up?
Wow.
Holla at your girl. Lady Love, Sassy. Come
Mm.
on now.
Mm.
We're from here.
Yeah, exactly. You know.
Represent.
But Mr. Hefe,
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Pepe is
Yes,
not
ma'am.
from 305
No.
Miami. You know,
Right.
he from NY. But you know, me, I kind of feel like I'm like half and half.
Mhm.
Because as when I was growing up,
Okay.
my dad is in New York. I mean,
Mhm.
he's Guyanese, but he's in New York, so I will always be there.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? There will be some weekends I'll be whisked away just to go there, just to to be around.
Oh, so
So I
Beautiful.
kind of
so
got
he's
like a lot
Guyanese.
of,
So he's one of mother scut them.
yes, the carry your skunts.
What?
yes,
Scut
yes.
them.
Wait,
So
so,
I
what
was-
does skunt mean exactly?
It means like carry your fucking ass out of here.
Exactly.
That's what it means.
In a roti, a beef roti, a curry roti.
Listen, and you know what though? I kind of now finally master my Guyanese roots though,
Get on
because
the
I'm half
Awesome.
Guyanese, half Jamaican, so I will always cook like the oxtail, rice and peas and stuff
Mhm.
like that. But now I know how to cook pepper pot. I made roti now, so
What?
yeah. Listen,
Get
I'm dope.
what?
Listen, I'm dope.
Really?
Now. I'm dope. So I could mix it. You know, I think that's how I hook a nigga. Like,
That's right.
Come get
That's
this
true.
food.
That's the truth.
Come
Get o-
come
That's
get
the
this
truth.
food. Get over here.
Get over here.
That's the best. Listen, but I like to eat. I'm an eater. I'm not gonna lie.
Uh-huh.
Listen, I like to eat.
Yeah, me
I'm
too.
not the cooker. I will eat. I'm not gonna lie.
Lady Love be
you
bugging
know.
though because
So-
them meals that she be
so
making,
love.
I be loving it.
So love.
She do.
So
She
love.
like when I cook.
And I be like, yo,
look,
this
you
is
don't-
so
you don't really-
delicious.
so you don't really cook at all?
I
or
could.
You cook.
I could. I don't think it's the best. I always tell people I cook
She
enough for me
bugging.
and my son.
Yeah, she
Get out
bugging.
of town.
Because I go over there and I be like, what you cook today, lady?
When
She be like,
I made some fried chicken once. I'm not gonna lie.
Right.
She loved it. She's like, "What did you do to this chicken?" I was like, "I don't know. I just started
Listen.
throwing stuff together."
It was
Get out of town.
delicious.
Really?
yeah.
know.
She think that she's not
I
an
started
amazing
throwing
cook,
it
but I
together.
think she good. Like
She
I
like
love her
everything I
cooking.
make. I
Really?
think
I
she
don't care
just
what
love
it
me.
is.
I think-
Yes, I do though.
I think she don't want to hurt my feelings.
Mm-mm.
Well,
It's never that.
We're gonna have to test
It's
that
never
out.
that. Like,
I
I like
gotta
it.
see
Because
what
if
you
I
looking
don't
at.
like it, I wouldn't eat it. And I clean
she
the plate.
She do. Every time I make something, no lie, she always be
Clean
like,
the
"Yeah, let
plate.
me get this."
Yeah,
She
listen.
don't fuck with the swine. Excuse me.
Yeah,
she do
no,
not
no.
fuck
Oh,
with
you
the
don't,
swine.
you don't eat pork?
She do not.
I don't eat pork only
She
because my father was his side of the family was 7-day Adventist, and they didn't eat pork.
Makes
so
sense.
it's just kind of like,
Makes
and then my mom
I
really
never knew
didn't
that.
cook it either.
I never knew that. 7-day Adventist, they don't eat pork?
No, they don't eat
I
pork.
didn't know that.
Yeah, they don't eat pork.
It's a sin.
Like technically, they're
Really?
not supposed to eat pork, and then they're not supposed to wear jewelry and stuff like that. I wouldn't say that we're the full out traditional. Yeah, they're not supposed to like get ears pierced and jewelry and stuff like that.
Really?
That's kind of what they do, and I wouldn't say my family is the most traditional 7-day Adventist because listen, my dad blinks.
Right.
Earrings in his ear, big
Everything.
chain, Chapard watch,
Yes.
Versace on. He was a flashy dude.
Yes.
Okay.
But they just didn't eat pork.
Oh,
They
really?
like pork and seafood
Because
wasn't like
I've been to a
Yeah,
lot of
anything
different churches, and I've
the
been,
bottom feeders. I think that's what it is. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Mhm.
really?
Exactly,
The
because
bottom
they like
feeders.
scavengers, you know.
Oh.
Because honestly though, it's
No
kind of like
shrimp.
it's kind of like a contradiction because if I'm like my reasoning for eating for not eating pork, now that I'm older, is just like okay, well it's like,
Health-wise.
it's a dirty animal.
Yeah.
Like they eat each other's shit out their ass.
Well,
You know what I'm saying? But
Wow.
if you think about it, the shrimp, lobster, crab, they're scavengers of the ocean. They do the same shit.
They
So
taste
it's like,
so
what's the
good.
difference?
well, I can't eat. Well, as far as like shrimp and crab and stuff like that,
So you
Yeah.
allergic to
You allergic?
shellfish?
yeah, I can't. I can't.
Oh, wow.
If I were to eat,
Terrible.
if I were to eat like shrimp or any type of crab,
Your face is swell.
Mhm.
no, you would have to call 911.
What?
Your throat
And-
is like
and
clogged.
that's-
You can't
it
breathe.
was-
You
No.
can't
that's-
talk.
that
I
was
would
my
start.
aunt.
I would start like throwing up.
Wow.
Really?
And you know what? You know what's crazy,
Yeah.
yo? Hefe, why you never
But I
told
used
me
to.
that?
No, but I used to though. But when I had my first, I used to like. There was a spot in New York, off of like the Cross Island.
Uh-huh.
It's a part of like New York and Queens. It's like the
Mhm.
borderline Queens and Long Island.
Right,
It's
right.
called Cross Island.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
And I used to go and I used to get like. It's like it's not like a seafood place, but it was like a fish market.
Right,
Mhm.
But
right.
the Chinese ran it, but you can get like crab legs and stuff
Yeah.
like that. They'll steam it and you get it. They put the
Okay.
seasonings on it and you get it.
Awesome.
I would go there and get like 3 bushels of king crab legs,
Yeah,
and we would
wow.
just sit down.
He
My
said
first
the
daughter's
king
mother,
crab too.
yo, my first
What?
daughter's mother, we would just sit down and eat it right after.
Like
I'm
a
talking about
savage.
right after I had my first daughter.
Yeah,
I
you
just,
grew
for some
an
reason
allergen to
Yeah,
crabs
couldn't eat it
and
no
seafood.
more.
Wow,
she couldn't eat it. I couldn't eat it,
that's
Oh
crazy.
my
and
goodness.
I just ever since that time I just never.
And
could
you
eat
know what's
shrimp
crazy?
and all
You
that
know what's
stuff.
crazy,
That's
Hefe?
amazing.
Because for the playoffs just started, and
Right.
and I love the basketball because I used to play basketball in school until I tore up my knee.
Mhm.
But I have like a 65-inch like projector, like the screen and the projector. I was gonna put it up outside, and we was gonna have like a little barbecue. But I was gonna
Yes.
do seafood, bruh.
Well, now you know.
Yeah,
Now we know.
so I gotta hide
if you're
seafood
gonna
from
do
you.
seafood or what.
I mean,
like
you
my
can do
nephew-
fish though, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
fish, salmon,
Mhm.
any type of fish. Even I could even. I love calamari.
Calamari,
Wow.
yeah, calamari is good. I
for
like
some
calamari
reason, like
too.
calamari,
Mhm.
clams, oysters.
You're
I
right,
can
okay.
you can do that.
But shrimp,
Mm-hmm.
No.
crab legs,
Mm-hmm.
or
Shellfish.
shellfish. I
Shellfish.
just
Yeah.
can't touch it. Can't
You
fuck
know
with
what's weird? Let me tell you what's weird.
Uh-huh.
Because I had the similar thing, like the same before. Let me tell you something. Everybody from Miami, big up everybody's from Miami. Yes, 305.
What's up?
Everybody who used to go to Martin Luther King parades. Okay, I'm talking about. I'm an '80s baby. Okay, so everybody. My mom used to wake up super early. She used to start like cooking and everything and prepping and everything because she used to have her little spot. We had to be at the spot on 62nd. She had her little spot for her little setup. Her everything, like everything, chicken, like girl, just everything you could even think about, everything that you could possibly think, everything that you could possibly think of. My mama had it there, right? But my mama is really big. Okay, I'm Bahamian descent. Okay, my mom and my grandmother, my mom's mom, was born and raised in Nassau, Bahamas.
Okay.
Born and raised. So she makes all of this stuff with onions and green pepper and all this. Now I'm a little girl. Now my mom has 5 kids, 5 girls, well 6 kids, 5 girls, 1 boy. Okay, So
Yeah, rest in
I'm
peace
the
to your
only
brother, man.
one.
I wish
Yes,
I could have met him.
R.I.P. Girl, child, please. He would have been all up in you.
Yeah.
I'm so
And
sorry.
you know, I probably would have gave him
Listen,
that.
He said who?
he would have been my brother. You crazy? He wouldn't have cared nothing about nothing about
and
nothing.
I'd have been like, ooh, you talking
Child,
all the
please.
right things.
Girl, child, please. He would have picked you. Girl, listen, my brother was a Rique Suave. Okay? He would have lifted you up, picked you up,
Oh my
girl.
God.
You wouldn't have walked for nothing. Okay?
Oh my God.
Nothing at all.
That's right. That's what I like to hear.
Nothing at all. That's my brother.
Oh my God.
So anyway, make a long story short, just to connect with you on that little thing,
Mhm.
I had my son, fast forward, whatever. But when I was younger, I never ate anything that my mama had with onions, bell pepper, any of that. I don't
Really?
eat that stuff. I don't eat it.
Right.
My mom would make these what's those little
Patties, crab cakes.
yes.
Right.
Oh my God, and the conch fritters.
Oh, you ain't have my crab cakes.
Yo.
yet, lady love. Ooh.
Yo, I have not, but I got an aunt in Georgia. She's
Nah.
those crab cakes are amazing.
Listen,
But
my crab cakes though. Ooh.
listen,
Okay, let's go.
you know I could tell. I already know it's good, girl, because she made some corned beef, and I don't even eat corned
Yeah,
beef.
she was just
number
like,
one.
what the hell?
I was like,
How did you do
excuse
it?
me?
Corned beef. And
Corned beef looks like dog food. I'm sorry.
Yes, but
It
the way
does,
I
Listen,
did that,
but-
I
listen,
always say I don't eat dog food.
she just
Yeah.
like, listen, she obsessed with that corned beef,
some
yo.
Some corned beef hash.
Yeah.
Grits and salmon.
Ooh,
Listen.
Lord, stop it.
Listen,
Oh my God.
y'all making me lose track. Listen,
Go ahead.
okay,
Go ahead. Go
so
ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
we some greedy people.
Listen, I like to eat.
Listen, y'all probably thinking we all real big right now, but we got something for y'all when we hit that live. We are not big. We
Yeah,
sexy, okay?
exactly.
Thank you very much. But
Mhm.
Ladies,
anyway,
gentlemen, trust me, they're not big.
thank you very much,
Tell 'em,
Hefe.
Hefe.
Thank you.
They're stacked. Trust me.
Mhm.
Thank you. So I did not eat onions, bell pepper, none of that. My mom was such a saint. My mom was a saint. She would make everybody regular or whatever, and she would make sure to make mine without any greens, green pepper, none of that, onions, all that. She
Oh,
would
your mama
always
nice.
she will always pick it
Are
out.
you allergic?
No,
No?
I
She
just
don't
don't
like
eat that.
it, yeah.
Don't
I
eat
mean, but
But don't you cook with it now?
here's the twist.
Uh-huh.
I had my son.
Uh-huh.
and I don't
you
know
love
what
it
happened.
now. Yeah, that's what
I
happens.
don't know what happened. I eat onions. I eat grill. Like I eat everything. It's
You know what's
It's
crazy,
nothing
though?
that I don't eat.
Like it's
Really?
not like
I eat
I
everything.
didn't really have any like foods that I couldn't eat when I was pregnant, but the only thing I couldn't stand was Gain laundry detergent.
That's
What?
the
What you
best
mean?
laundry
What do you
detergent.
mean?
Yo, I couldn't. And listen, and that's my favorite.
Oh my god.
That's my favorite laundry detergent, and I could not stand it.
No.
Like what? You couldn't smell it? or
I couldn't
something?
smell. Listen, the smell would make me nauseous.
Really?
And to this day, I cannot use Gain anymore.
Really?
Yes.
See, life changing.
Yeah.
This is what happened.
I'm
That's
tell-
why.
Yo,
now,
I don't know.
That's what happened to me.
Yo, I'm telling you. When
That's
I'm
what
telling you,
happened.
I love Gain, but I can't use
yo,
it.
a
Listen.
Friday night for me to go to this fish store to get these bushels of I'm talking about king crab. It was so big that they couldn't put it back. They would wrap
Yeah,
it
them
in.
shits is big. You gotta. That's what I'm saying. You crack.
They would
things
wrap
like,
it
what
in
the-
newspaper.
That's
And
crazy.
they would put
Wow.
all the spice on it and they'll steam it.
Mm.
Oh my God.
Lord have
What?
Yo.
mercy.
My first daughter came down, she dropped. It was a rizzy.
Yeah, it was a
That's
wrap.
it.
That's crazy because I love seafood. I
It was
love
a rizzy.
seafood.
And now I'm
Like,
all for onions and
anytime-
green peppers.
Anytime when I'm mad with one of these dudes, I gotta say one of them because yes, I'm sorry, I got two of them.
Reel me
And
in,
I'm trying to
girl.
do better. I'm trying
Reel
to
me
figure out
in,
which
reel me
one.
in.
She's a
But
savage.
I'm
Huh?
a
Single life. Ain't nothing like that single life.
You
Go
heard that
ahead,
sound
girl.
effect? Savage.
She's a
Yes, I
savage.
have two of them.
So
And
what?
anytime I'm mad at any one of them, they know, babe, let's go get some seafood.
There you go. Feed
Okay,
me.
baby, let's
Feed
go.
me.
It's that aphrodisiac.
Yes, yes, yes.
Feed
yes.
me. Feed me.
Yeah. But
That's
you know
what's
what?
up.
We've been rambling on a little bit, so I want to go ahead and jump into this topic,
Okay.
right?
Yes.
So what I
Okay.
was thinking is like last episode we talked about like how like ass whoopings really kind of cultured you and put you in a right mind frame and kind of like helped you. It was a
Right.
good thing,
Right.
But I wanted to go into like the corporal punishment and how we discipline our kids because nowadays, like back then, we used to get our ass. Well, I'm telling you,
Definitely.
listen, I grew up in a household like it was like a lot of us. It was like about like we was about like 15 deep. You know what I'm saying? At my
Wow.
grandmother's house. So it's like when one person did something, we all got our ass whooped.
Yeah.
I'm talking about get your ass whooped.
Definitely.
And the thing is,
That's the truth.
Laura rest her soul. My grandmother, mama, I miss her so much. I
R.I.P.
wish she was alive, like right now, that she could be on the couch and I could be like, Mama, do you like how my food tastes? I wish every day that I could like see her again. You know what I'm saying?
Listen.
That would be something that I would give my life to like see her again.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, but when one of us get our ass whooped, we all got our ass whooped.
Listen,
You know what I'm saying?
Me as a kid, I was a real troublemaker.
Mm-hmm.
And now we got like, now we have these like Beat by Dre headphones, right?
Right.
Mhm.
That's
If
what
my
we're
mother
using
would've
That's
today.
you
seen
rocking right
if
now.
That's what we're
if
using
my
today.
mother would have seen the future,
Mm-hmm.
when she called the beats, she would put the beats on me like you would not believe. Like I said, like our last podcast, I was saying, like, my father he wasn't really the disciplinarian. If he said something, it was law.
Right.
My father was always he's a joker type dude. So he was always joking around, even though he was trying to be serious. But he was,
at the
he
same
was
time.
joking. My mother didn't play that.
Mm-hmm.
My mother, when she said something, all she had to do, she had to say a few words, and then after that, give you a look.
And that's
And
it.
then
You know,
after
you
the
get your
look,
ass whooped.
after the look, the beats was on its way.
On and popping.
Nigga, you getting the beats.
Yeah.
She would, them days of like we going out, she would tell me, listen, we going in this store, don't touch nothing, nigga,
Yeah, don't touch nothing.
and don't you ask for nothing.
Yeah, because we ain't come here for that.
You try
Sit
to
your
embarrass
ass-
me,
Follow me and that's it.
you know what's coming next, nigga. It's called the beats.
Yeah.
And she did not play no damn games. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
How old were you though?
Well, I mean, 7, 8. I mean,
Oh
I remember
hell
times-
no!
No, listen.
Oh hell
No,
no!
listen.
Oh hell no!
No, listen. I remember times when but see, my mother had a method to her joint though.
Right, right.
My mother had a method to it, and that's what I'm saying. Like nowadays, these kids don't have no fear.
They don't.
Even though I would constantly get in trouble and get my ass tore off, my mother, like, let's say I would get in trouble. Let's say I would do something at school and the teacher would call. My mother would be home. She'd be cleaning. She'd be like, listen, I heard everything you did. Take your ass upstairs and put your kneel down. Get on your knees and you wait for me.
Cause you about to get
And
What?
listen to me. My mother would clean the house and she'll savor that ass whipping.
What?
She'll clean the house. She'll do everything she has to do. And then she'll come with the belt and she'll put it down in front of you and let you know this is your fate when I'm done. After I'm done cleaning the house and doing everything that needs to be
it's
done,
waiting on you.
the belt is going to be laying right there, nigga. And she'll do everything. She'll fix everything. She'll clean. She'll be walking cleaning.
What?
And then she'll come in and she'll talk to you. Okay, now let's have a discussion. Your teacher called me today. Yeah, your teacher called me today. And she told
Why
me
she
about what
touching
was-
and stroking
and she's
caressing
fixing,
the belt?
Yeah, she's fixing it. She's
Get
like, yeah.
out!
So
How
tell
you
me-
fix a belt?
Yo,
Yo.
my mother be like, so tell me, what did I send you to school for?
Ooh.
And that's the most terrifying thing. The
Ooh,
belt
I'm
ain't even
telling
touch
you.
you yet.
It's just knowing that your mom, your teacher called your mom, and your mom is gonna whoop that ass.
Oh, I got a story for this.
If my mother would have to take off of work
Mm-hmm.
You had to come to have a
up to the
conference.
school,
Mm.
yo, it was like
You be like,
the
yo,
earth
I'm about to get my.
is
Stop
it's
moving.
like, oh
Stop
my god,
spinning.
it's like,
Fuck it.
you know how your stomach is like, oh my
Yeah,
God,
it's turning.
it's coming
And
up
then
here.
the fact that it's the build up because
My
all day
ass
you at
is
school
trash.
and that walk home from school is
Yep.
everything. Because I'm gonna go into a little subject with me because I kind of felt like I gotta be tough on my son because you know like his father is not around.
Right, right.
So I kind of feel like I have to be that like
Mother
like that
and father.
disciplinary and
He's a
also the love. You know what I'm saying?
He's a boy.
But I feel like at the same time, like if I'm always like hostile and mean with him, is he gonna resent me? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
Because
I get that.
like I had got a call from school. Like honestly, this year was like the worst year for my son.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. We
because
recorded
normally,
it.
yeah,
we went through it.
because normally he's always a good kid. Like we had the incident with the phone and the porno.
Yep.
Yeah, but it wasn't him though.
Listen.
I
Yeah.
You heard the
Yeah, I
episode.
heard that.
Yeah,
That was
It was the
crazy.
episode with
I
the
heard that.
porno.
Yeah.
And then it was like a couple of instances where the teacher always like for some reason this teacher right here always have to like call me. So like the last instance was like, okay, well like what he told me was that he was like, because I sent him to, I understand the school food is not all that, so I sent him
Right.
with his lunch or whatever.
Mhm.
So he opened his Gatorade. He was like dealing with his friends and stuff like that, and then like a bug flew on it. So his friend was like, "Oh my God, look at it! It's a bug on your Gatorade." So he threw it. but they were on the second floor. So the Gatorade flew off the second floor and hit some kid in the head.
Oh, Jesus.
Wow.
So, you know, the teacher got a call.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so he was just like, well, mommy, that's not really what happened. Listen to me, please. Because he know I don't play around. He know I don't futz around. You know what I'm saying? So
That's
like if you acting out a character and you showing off in school, I'm gonna get in that ass.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I was like, please, mommy. And he know I take them games away.
Right.
Please don't take my games
His
away. Let me
life.
explain. Yes. So, because I really feel like I don't really have to like discipline him. I could just like tell him, like, yo,
Tell him.
little nigga, you ain't playing no games this
Right.
week.
That's it.
It's a
And
wrap.
that's the end
That's
of the
it.
world
No
for
phone,
him.
no-
That's the definitely.
Yeah,
He's dead.
exactly.
Yo, let me tell you
So-
something. These kids, well, that's good that he follows that. But some
Yeah.
of these kids,
Mm-hmm.
you could take games, you could take this
Everything.
and that. These little niggas, they be like, man, whatever.
Yeah.
Prime example, my
here's,
son.
but here's what I was gonna get into though, because like the thing is, he's been at this school since Head Start, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like, honestly, yo, I would have been fucked up.
Yeah.
If the people at the school did not know me as being a great parent, like always involved, always coming out, like I don't miss a conference. I set
Right.
up conferences on my own. I'm there.
Mhm.
Like I probably would have been like in jail somewhere. Because like at one point he went to school and said that I kicked him into a fridge.
What?
I was like, bruh, so I kicked you into a fridge.
really.
So here's the instance, right? We was sitting like, cause he was grounded because remember that was like at the time when he put his iPhone in the water.
Yes, because somebody told him to.
Yes, like
Okay.
bruh, I got him an iPhone. He stuck the iPhone in the. You heard that too.
Yes.
He put the iPhone in the
Yes.
water just to test if it was waterproof.
Yes.
Wow.
So at that month, he was just doing a whole bunch of shit that I was
Yep.
just like, yo, you know what?
Yeah, he was acting
you
out.
grounded.
Mm-hmm.
So I made him a burger,
Mm-hmm.
and because he was mad, because he was like, "Mommy, please," because he used to say, "Oh, please, I'm not gonna do it again." And blah, blah. And I'm like, "All right." I fall weak to it, and I said, "All right, go ahead and play your games. I understand, and you gonna work on it." You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Because not all the times we have to be like hard and stern with them, because we gotta understand like they're kids, they're still growing, they're learning. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So it's just like, okay, so at that point, I was just like, you know what, F that. I don't want to hear nothing. You ain't getting his phone back.
Yep.
Because his grandfather had already sent him some money to refix his phone. I was like, no, we ain't fixing his phone. You ain't getting his phone back.
Mhm.
You ain't doing none of that. You
Yep.
ain't playing no game. Go
Put your
you,
foot
and
down.
and you're lucky that I'm allowing you to watch TV.
That's right.
And you're watching TV, but I am weeding out what you can do,
right.
Wow.
what you can watch.
Privilege.
Wow.
You can watch certain things as long as it's educational. Then you can watch it.
Right.
So he asked me to make him a burger. All right, I made him a burger. You know what I'm saying? So he mad because he while I'm making the burger, he's like, "Oh, mommy, I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. I'm not gonna do it." But he see I'm not falling to his bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So at this point now he's mad.
Yeah.
He's upset because
He
he's
get
like,
mad,
"Okay,
yeah.
well she's still telling me no, I can't play my game."
Mm-hmm.
And they into this Fortnite business where it's very addictive. It's almost
Mhm.
like drugs or alcoholism
Yeah.
and stuff like that. They're very addicted to these video games.
Mm-hmm.
So at this point, he's mad. It went from the sweet to now she not listening to me. So I made him the burger.
Mhm.
So now he's snatching stuff. I'm like, okay, go ahead, get your mayonnaise, your ketchup. You know how to make your burger. So
Right.
go ahead, do your normal thing, how we normally do. So he's snatching stuff, making things fall, throwing things. I'm like, yo, I said, you keep on trying.
Mm-hmm.
Make that burger fall, you're going to have to go make something else because I ain't making you another burger.
That's right.
So he's mad. So he actually looks, and when I tell him that, I'm like, make that burger fall and you ain't making nothing else. So he looks at me, drops that shit.
What?
Drops the burger.
Wow.
Wow.
Meanwhile, my dog is right in between us because you know how dogs are.
Right.
So we
What?
standing next to the fridge. So my dog is right there. My dad, the burger fell. So the dog is
Dog,
like,
he
oh,
going
I
for it.
want
That's
that.
me.
I want the
That's
burger.
me.
He's all
Exactly.
excited, jumping up, twitching and stuff like that. So I looked at him. I said, yo, you really dropped that burger? And he just staring at me in my face.
Mm.
So I grabbed him and my intention wasn't to whip his ass or nothing like that. I grabbed him and pulled him so I could say, go to your room.
Mm-hmm.
So at that point, you know how my son is dramatic.
Very.
So when I grabbed him,
trip.
he flies.
Yeah. I don't know why kids do that.
I grabbed him and he's just like whoosh. It's just like almost like a slow motion. He like flew.
Oh my god.
So he falls like by the fridge. Like
Right.
not that I threw him into the fridge.
Right.
He
No.
like
He just
over exaggerates,
collapses,
yes, and collapsed by the fridge.
A NBA flop.
Yes,
Exactly.
exactly.
Yeah. Mhm.
Perfect.
Yes.
It was a flop.
NBA
And then
flop.
at the same time, the dog is right there because he's trying to get the burger.
Of course.
So we tripping all over the dog and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So he ends
Each
up into the
other.
fridge. So at that point, like, I mean, and then the thing is, because I had like a knee injury, blew my whole knee out. So I'm just like, yo, I'm not about to fall and tear my knee up because of you. So at the same time, I'm falling and I'm grabbing him, and we really fell into the fridge. But it wasn't intentional. Like, I threw him into the fridge.
It's the way his body language was.
Yeah. And then we tripped. This kid goes to school and said, like, yo, I kicked him into a fridge.
Wow.
So now the thing is, if the school did not know the parent that I am, the mother that I am, yo, I would have been so scarred.
Right, HRS.
I would have been so
What you talking about?
scarred.
And the thing about it is, these kids nowadays, I'm telling you, especially when they're clever,
Yo.
because these kids are way more advanced, and
Yeah.
they know
Yeah.
what buttons to push. and
Yeah.
what
Oh
to
my
do.
gosh.
They're a hot man.
I'm talking about that kid looked
It's
at
funny.
me and I was like, yo, drop that burger and see if I
Yo,
give you something else to eat
I got
tonight.
a daughter, that 9-year-old boy. She knows exactly what she's doing.
Yeah, to push them buttons, boy.
She know exactly what she's doing, boy. And she would push buttons, and she would try to get over.
Of course.
And she tries to play like, ditzy and dumb, but she knows exactly what she's doing.
Of course. Listen, I gotta go back to this disciplinary of our parents and how they used to discipline us. Girl, all about that whole calling home or whatever. Listen. My mom, she knew what time we was gonna be home. Okay. They already called her, but see, my mama ghetto. My mama is the ghetto one. She'll be like, oh yeah, oh, so you need me to come out there? Well, I'm not leaving my job. I gotta work. I got bills. I got 6 kids. I'm the only parent. Sorry. So I got 6 kids. I'm the only parent.
Listen, we know Lady Love be turned.
I be turned.
I had to just adjust her volumes a little bit.
She do not play, okay? But let me tell you what she do. She know what time we get out the bus. She know what time we get in the house, okay? The first thing we hear when my sister open the door is the phone ring, like clockwork. Somebody that got my mama calling, right? Mama calls. Let me talk to Queen. Let me talk to Lady Love. Okay. Let me get. Hey, ma, how you doing? Don't. Hey, mama, me. I just heard that you at the school. Oh, you know, ma, I ain't doing that. I'm gonna whoop your ass so
home.
bad. And you know that bitch thought she could get me. You know she tried to make me leave my job.
Yeah.
You know she tried to make me for you. She tried to make me leave my job for you.
So you acting out of
you
character?
think you important? You think you that important? Oh, so you like, yo, the conversation my mama used to have with us on the phone was enough. Like, I didn't even want her to come home. Like, I used to pray.
Like, please don't let her come home.
I'm sorry, God, forgive me. I used to pray, please, Lord, let her tie up us. Lord,
please don't let her come
prolong
home.
the time for her to come home, Lord. Jesus Christ, please, Lord. My mama used to tell us crazy things. She used to say things like, I'm gonna be on your ass like white on rice.
Yeah,
I'm gonna,
yeah. I think we all heard that.
I'm gonna mow your ass like the man come and mow the grass.
I'm gonna be on you like stick or shit.
Yo,
yeah.
Yo, my mama used to say the craziest things. Like, and then when I heard that key turn, that was over. That was it.
Yeah,
I was hanging the phone up with her. I was already shitting like shitting bricks. I'm sorry.
I just feel like it's a whole different time because we used to get our
crazy.
Whoa, right
Yo,
here. Like we used to get tore up.
No,
and we can't even yell at our kids without these people just like looking at you like you're like a bad parent. It's
Of course.
just like you can't even raise your voice.
Like all this
Son,
nonsense you was talking about you was 7 and your mom was telling you, oh, don't go to the store. Listen, my son was 2. Okay, he was 2. And he used to get into this little thing where he'd go to the store when he was 2.
What? Your son?
2.
By himself?
2 with me.
Okay.
He goes to the store and he want to pick up something and he want to act the ass or whatever because he want it and he want to cry and all that. Oh, the little cashier be like, oh, just give it to him. Oh, just
ain't you supposed to give him nothing?
Oh, it's for free. No.
He ain't getting it.
No, because I said no.
know he ain't
Oh, you
getting
don't
it.
have to. No, I do because I pushed him out. So what's the problem? You pushed him out? Did you carry him? Okay, no, then I rule. So what's up?
Exactly.
What's up? I rule. No, put that shit down and you better calm the fuck down. Because I ain't playing with you.
Yeah.
I'm to the point with my son, I got him together at 2. I'm not playing. I got him together at 2. When I look at him, I don't even have to say nothing to him.
Yeah.
I look at him, he start crying. Because I don't play that. I'm not with it.
Yeah.
Don't try me.
My mother would give me that
Don't
look.
try me.
My mother would give me that look, and if I didn't catch the message, the beats was on its way.
No, that's it. Don't try me.
Beats.
That's it.
So that was my question for you, like as like, cause I'm a mother, and I feel like, you know, at times I do have to be stern, and although it does hurt me, and I feel like, oh man, let me just calm down. You know what I'm saying? Do you feel like that creates resentment as a mother, like being like the tough disciplinary?
I would love to ask my
I
mom
don't
that.
think so, because like I said, I got girls, and if my daughters are acting up, I'm gonna put fire. If I gotta listen, I'm gonna tell you one time. Listen, don't do this and don't do that. You go back and do it. You
gonna get your ass whooped,
man. You about to get you. My 9-year-old she's fearless. She, when it's time for her to have fun, she don't care about what's going on.
Wow, she just gonna.
I could tell her, listen,
that's beautiful.
do not go. Do not do this. Do not do that. She will go right back and do the same, and she know her ass. She know. I'm like, yo. She know her ass is grass.
I think that's just
It's
an adrenaline rush for her.
I'm so sorry. It's just
because here's the thing, like
it.
my dad, like never like spanked me, put hands on me at all.
Yo,
but
listen,
that's what I'm saying,
and
like,
it would hurt me too, and there would be times where I'd be 10. I'd be like, listen. And I don't like she's like really high yellow, so I don't like to like really hit her.
Right?
I know
if
she go to school,
right.
I'm about to go to jail. So I'm like, put your hands up and put them up high. Get them out. Put them up. Let's get them out. Let's get them out there. And I'll be like, what did I tell you?
Yeah.
But daddy, but no. I said, get your hands up.
Yeah,
if you
get
make
your
me
hands
miss,
up.
if you make me miss,
Don't
it's
make
coming.
me
You're
miss.
gonna
And you
get
know
2
what
more.
too? Sometimes that be my son too, because he just be like slipping,
No.
twisting. Because you see how little he is.
Yeah.
But like,
he's so small.
sometimes I have to. If I do have to spank him, it don't really be like a spank, but it just be like bop bop. But the way he move. He will move out the way, and then you end up getting the hit like on your neck or your shoulder or something like that, and that's not what I intended to do.
Exactly.
So then you go to school and say, "Oh,
Yo,
mommy hit me in the head." It's just like, yo.
I take a specific spot, and I normally go for the hands. Even the younger one, like she do something, I'm like, put your hands up, and I just give her like a little tap. But I really hate. I'm telling you, because you really can't. I mean, okay, you could give them that corporal punishment, but you can't do it forever. Because I remember when I was a kid.
Right.
When I was around 10 or 11, and my mother used to do the same thing.
Exactly.
Get your hands up. I'd do the same thing. Get your hands up. And I'd be like, okay. And my mother was like, at that point when I was like, oh yeah, you want this hand? Let me give it to you. You want that hand? Let me give it to you. When I started doing that, that's when it stopped.
Yeah.
My mother ain't never hit
Oh
me.
no,
She's
I
like,
was an actor.
You know, I don't got time for that.
I was an actor. My mama will whoop my ass, okay? And I'll be crying to dear Jesus. And as soon as she walk out the door, I'll be like,
yeah, that's
wipe
it.
my tears away.
Yeah.
Fuck that bitch. Fuck that shit.
Because for him, really, like it don't
Wiping my
necessarily
tears.
come to
Fuck that
like
bitch.
it don't always come to like spankings and stuff
I
like
can't
that.
stand her
Because I would
ass.
just raise my voice.
Fuck that bitch.
Yeah, but that's the resentment that I was saying. Like, do you think that like spankings and stuff like that create
I don't think so.
resentment from your kid?
The amount of ass whippings I got, times my ass got tore off, I love my mother to death.
Right.
And
That's the truth.
I remember when my mother passed. You know, I would just remember
Rest in
like
peace.
when I
Yeah,
was
I'm so sorry to
sick,
hear that.
how she used to, like, she would
Nurture
take me,
you.
right? She would put me
Yeah.
in her bed. My father wouldn't even sleep in the bed. He would have to sleep on the couch. You know, he got to
Yeah,
sit right with me.
exactly.
And she would have me, and she would nurture me, and I'd be sick. I would, you know, she would nurture me. It was no resentment at all,
Of
and that's
course.
what made me who I
you are
am
today.
today.
Right,
That's right.
Point blank, because you know what? As you get older, you would think like, damn. I remember times where I used to get my ass, because yo,
tore up.
tore off, and I would be like, oh, they hate me. They can't
Yeah.
stand me.
Yeah.
But then when I got older, you come
You
to an
realize.
epiphany like, yo, you know, I was really kind of
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
my mother would tell me,
I
like,
was really trying her.
let me tell you something, and that's another thing with your kids. I'm gonna tell you. Here's another story, right? My mother used to say we had a really huge backyard, so all the kids used to come in my backyard. We used to play army. We used to play all type of
Right.
Awesome.
rough games. You know what I'm saying? So we had this tree, and we got this rope. You know, in somebody's yard, we got some rope, and we used to swing from this tree. And we had a refrigerator that was in the house. My father threw the refrigerator out, so we took that same refrigerator, and we used to use that refrigerator to swing off of this tree.
Oh my
Right?
gosh.
Of course, why not?
My mother used to say, "Listen, Steve." My father used to say, "Steve, stop climbing them trees.
Yeah.
Get out those trees. Stop climbing in the trees.
Yeah.
If I see you in the trees again, I'm gonna chill you. Don't get in the trees." So one time I was up in the tree and my mother was washing clothes.
Right.
And you know, back then it
Yeah,
wasn't
you
like
hang the clothes.
right. You hang the clothes. It
yeah.
wasn't no
For
no
sure. Yeah.
dryers.
Those dryers.
She come
Yeah.
out and she come pin the clothes up.
Right.
And yo, I climbed this tree, and one of my best friends until this day.
Mm-hmm.
So he was at the bottom of the tree. I'm climbing the tree. So I'm up in the tree, and my mother was like, she was coming out to come hang the clothes. I panicked. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
I didn't know what to do. Yo,
Uh-huh.
the tree. This was a
Oh
big
my
ass tree in my backyard.
Uh-huh.
Yo, I fell out that tree.
No.
If my friend wasn't standing under that tree, I would have hit the ground.
so
Oh my
hard.
gosh.
But I fell on top of him.
Right.
He
Thank
broke
God.
my fall.
Yes.
That reminds me of me because like I have like people
Oh my
always
God.
call it the love and hip hop scar. Nah, loving him. Oh my God,
Love
loving
and
hip
hip-hop
hop,
scar.
loving basketball,
Love
the
and
loving basketball scar because remember I
Right.
used to play basketball and stuff like that. So I have like this scar on my face, and it's just like how Monica had that scar.
Right.
Right.
So
Same
it was
place,
just like
yeah.
I was by your husband's house.
Crazy,
Your husband
yep.
when they was growing up, I was by your husband's house. We was all outside
So
playing cops
cute.
and robbers. Yeah. And there was like this barbed wire wrapped around the tree, and I'm outside running. And we wasn't supposed to be outside at that point, and I ran, the barbed wire just cut my face.
Oh, shit.
Oh my
Like,
God.
I'm talking about, and we hit it.
Oh.
So every time like his mom would come by, like I would just like lay on the pillow, and I
You
needed
trying to
stitches.
hide? You trying to hide it?
I needed stitches. Like the
Oh
meat, the
my
white meat
God.
was hanging out of my
Yo,
face.
You see what you're talking about? And the thing about it, as kids,
Crazy.
Yeah.
that's kinda
Yo,
crazy
it
when
was
we talk about this.
crazy. So like white meat is hanging out of my face, and she don't see because I'm like every time she come in, I'm just like hiding it.
Mhm.
So when she finally see it, she was like, "What the f?
Mhm.
Like what a bumble clock?"
Everything.
Yo, because it was bad. So you know, Jamaicans always use this little purple stuff. So she had to just put like this little. I think I
Was
can't
it,
even
was
remember.
it iodine?
Yeah, it was the
It burned
iodine.
with kid
Yeah,
cone?
but
Burned?
it's
Yeah, that's
supposed
what it
to.
is.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
it
it's supposed
turned
to stop.
gold
Yeah,
and shit.
right. Yeah. But kid
Oh
cone.
my
That's
So
exactly
she
what it
ended
was.
up putting
It
it on
hurt.
my face, but then I'm like,
The
yo,
kid
I
cone.
gotta go home. My mom is gonna freak.
Mhm.
So I go home and like I'm still trying to hide it, but it's this big old band-aid on my face.
Too bad.
Yo,
So my mom was like, "What happened to your face?" I was like, "Nothing." So when I take it off, she's like, "Oh my god."
Yo.
Freaking out.
Yeah.
let me tell you something. You see, and that's another thing with kids. You see how it's crazy. Like I'm like to this day,
Mhm.
I'm like a 4th of July fanatic. I
Yeah.
Really?
love fireworks, right?
Mhm, mhm.
Really?
So yes. So my mother used to always tell me like you know 4th of July, and in New York, you know you have these you know families that go uptown.
Right.
They go
right.
uptown to like Chinatown, and they would buy fireworks,
Yeah.
and they would sell them out their house.
Mm-hmm.
So we had this family around the corner that used to
Mhm.
sell fireworks, right?
Mhm.
And I was a big Woody Woodpecker fan.
Mhm.
I used to love Woody Woodpecker and
Mhm.
Bugs Bunny, right? And so we used to get these fireworks, you know, just regular firecrackers.
Right. Right.
And we used to, you know, light up firecrackers, popping firecrackers.
Uh-huh.
My mother said, "Stop playing with those firecrackers, Steve. Stop playing with those firecrackers. Stop playing with those firecrackers."
Mhm.
So I would go and I plate the firecrackers, plate the firecrackers.
Yeah.
Even when she's not looking, I'm popping firecrackers.
So
Pop, 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 pop.
hard-headed.
Right? So there was this one thing on Woody Woodpecker,
Mhm.
and he had a firecracker, and you know they like to smoke a cigar, but
No
the cigar
way.
would be a firecracker.
No.
Yeah.
Right?
Mhm.
And again,
Daredevil.
the neighborhood I lived in
Daredevil.
was a big drug infested neighborhood,
Mhm. Mhm.
and you would see guys smoking. My father would be smoking, like he wouldn't
Mhm.
smoke, but smoke cigarettes, but smoke weed or whatever.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
we would pop these firecrackers, but sometimes the firecrackers wouldn't pop. We would call
Right.
it duds, right?
Right. Yeah.
And my mother would tell me all the time, "Steve, stop playing with these firecrackers.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't want you playing with firecrackers. Stop it."
Uh huh.
And I wouldn't listen. Still
course.
playing with firecrackers.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So when the firecrackers become duds, we used to call it. We used to break the firecracker
Mhm.
open,
And take the
Mhm.
gunpowder out of it.
right? And we would
Uh-huh.
call it a genie and light it,
Mhm.
right? With me with this bright idea. So we broke it open, and I took the firecracker and I lit it, and it didn't light.
Mhm.
So I'm out there playing with the firecracker. So I said, "Oh snap! Let me use this firecracker as a roach, and I'm gonna smoke it."
Mm.
Right?
Holy shit.
Yo,
Wow.
listen to this. Okay, my mother's in the kitchen cooking. I'm in the backyard. Another one of those things. Don't leave the step. Stay in the yard. I don't want you
Yeah,
outside.
I remember.
So I'm in the backyard playing because it's a big yard, and I was in the
Uh-huh.
you know flipping and stuff. So I was in the backyard.
Uh huh.
So I'm in there. I'm saying, "All right, oh snap! I'm gonna make this firecracker," and I lit it. It didn't light. So I said, "Oh, this shit it's a dud. So
Yeah.
it doesn't work."
Mhm.
So I took the firecracker and I said, oh yeah, now I want to be out there like them dudes on the street and put it in my mouth and act like I'm smoking. So I'm puffing on it, right? And then I take the lighter. Listen, I take the lighter, and I put it, and I'm like, and I'm puffing on it, like, yeah, I'm smoking. I'm out there smoking. Yo, I'm puffing on it while it's lighting, and that firecracker went, pow!
Oh
No.
my God.
Yo, I swear to God, I said, oh my God, I blew my lips off. Yo, I grabbed my mouth and I started running for the backyard.
Yeah.
And my mother's in the kitchen cooking because my mother always get ready to cook in the afternoon. My
Right.
dad's coming home.
Right.
Yo, I ran inside the house. My lips, yo, all I felt was like something just went, a blood. My lips just swelled up like.
No.
Oh my God.
Yo, I could have sworn I blew my lips off. I went into the bathroom. Mom was like, Steve, where you going? Where you ran? Nothing. I'm doing anything. Yo, I ran into the bathroom and it was like a mirror. And I looked, I said, oh my God, I blew my lips off. Oh my God, I blew my lips. I was already like a skinny, big-headed kid, already,
Yeah, now you don't got no lips.
And
Oh
we
my God.
super dramatic when
And
we
I
little.
looked, and I'm looking in the mirror. I'm like, oh my God, I blew off my lips. And I had my hand over my mouth. And I looked at my lips. My lips were like the size of sausages. I said, oh my God. I said, you know what? Let me just go to bed. I went down because back then, in New York, you have three, you got basements. So we had, me and my brother had we stayed in the basement. So I said, let me just go to bed. My lips are like big, like sausages. I went to bed and the next morning my lips came down. I couldn't believe
Thank
it.
God.
Yeah,
And again, and this is another thing when your parents is telling you, don't do this.
Man,
Don't do it.
Listen.
Stop it. Don't do it. It was,
Listen.
it's so many things that I did as a kid. My mother was like, listen, y'all need to stop playing with those little, we had these little pellet guns, like guns and stuff like that. We was talking about last week about guns. Yo, I took to this day, you won't see it, but like right here. Like,
yeah, I see the little scar
Yeah,
right
I
there.
see it.
Wow.
that's what a BB gun, playing Army.
Jesus.
It could have been my eye. It could have been something else.
Anything.
It could have punctured
listening.
your liver, your lungs. Yeah.
Not listening. Yo, my mother was at work. We outside playing. And I had, to this day, it was like, I was much older. She said, Steve, what is this? I said, you'll never believe what this is. When she said, what is that on your arm? I said, them times you was telling me not to play with them guns and stop playing. That's what that is. She said, really? I said, yup. And we was playing and I was running and jumped.
Yeah.
And one of my friends shot me right in the arm.
God. See, this is the thing though. This is what I want. So I think Sassy was like, from a single mom's point of view, like, do you think that she's being too hard? Because I know sometimes I feel the same way.
I don't
About
think
because
am
it could
I
be like
being
because
too hard?
because being that
I don't think
the
so.
father is not around
No.
to really be like, okay, let me do some of the discipline.
Like I
Yeah.
said, my father, like I said, I was raised with my mother and father. Okay, and like I'll repeat again, my father was a disciplinarian, but he
was
really
a joke.
Not
wasn't.
like how
was
your
cool.
mother was.
You know, my mother was really the one that put that hand down on me.
Right.
Yeah.
My toughness, well, it came from my mother and father, but my discipline comes from my mother. Like if I were to discipline my kids and really put my hands on them and like, give them that spanking or whatever,
Right.
it comes from my father.
Okay.
It
Yeah.
doesn't come from my mother.
Right.
So it's
okay.
really the mother. So I didn't have no animosity towards my mother after, the umpteen time, getting ass whippings from my mother.
Right.
So I don't think so. Because as you get older, the kids will start to understand. They start to come into themselves.
Right.
You know right from wrong. You
Right,
know if
true.
you was messing up.
Right.
Even though it's hard and the kid is taking, the kid's not going to understand. But as they grow,
Yeah, understand.
and as I got older, I knew, I was like, yo, you know what? I was if they really knew what I was doing on that street, and
Of
when
course,
I
they
walked
probably
up
would have
that
been
house,
harder.
Listen,
Yeah, they
if
probably would have been even more
They
harder.
would have put me like in some insane asylum, and not insane asylum. They would lock me away somewhere because the stuff that you go through out there back then. Now it's more squarish now because your kids are not outside, they're not running the streets.
Right.
They
They're
got
more
games,
sheltered.
they got more computer, they got this, they got that. Back
Yeah.
then we didn't have that.
Yeah, we
That's
had
It was that
outside.
hard concrete.
Yeah.
You out there in that street,
Yo.
that tar, you running around. They don't know where you at, what
Yeah.
you doing. My mother would tell me, if them lights
Come on.
catch you, come on before you hear,
That's the truth.
your
You gonna
ass
get
is
your behind
grass.
whooped.
It was
Yeah.
a double
But
standard
you know
at
what?
my house,
Even though my
though.
mother would say that,
It was
you would
different.
see her you would see her come outside. you would just, the first thing you would see my mother, I would be way up the block somewhere, and you could see her. She'd be out in the street just looking up the block to see.
Like where you at?
And you know, all the kids are like, Steve, there go your mother. She looking for you. She looking for you. Your mother looking for you.
You could hear my mama looking for us.
But you said you had a double standard. Like, what was the double standard?
Yeah, no, it was totally double standard. My grandma, I ain't gonna lie, my mom used to work 2 or 3 jobs. Like, literally, I spoke about this a couple times in the beginning, where I would be going off to school and my mom would be coming in to work. Like, that's when I saw my mom. But the majority of the time, like, we always lived very close to my grandmother. So we was always down the street from my grandma. Right. No matter where we was at, we was down the street from grandma. Right. So my grandma, we would go to her house, and she would literally, like, on Saturdays, Sundays, weekends or whatever, we can't go out the gate. The girls can't go out the gate. The boys can. My brother and my cousin. Those are the only 2 boys. Predominantly women family. I'm sorry. So, you know, like I said, 5 girls, 1 boy. Right. So my grandma would let them run loose, and she would say the same thing. Don't let those streets lights catch you. She'll tell them that. But you know what she would do for us? Okay. She would leave a jug of water outside and tell us to go outside. Oh, go outside. Stay in the yard. Stay back outside. That's crazy. You could be all outside. You got the whole... Listen, my grandma used to try and dress it up, girl. You could be all outside. You got the whole backyard. You got both sides of the house. And you got the whole front yard. You got a whole paradise. Wow. Yo, it was so different for the girls. We had to stay in the gate. The boys could be out the gate, but the girls would have to be inside the gate. And she would leave us with a jug of water, and we bet not come in the house, because if you come in the house, you stay in the house. Oh, that's how it works. You come in this house, you stay in this house. You stay in the house. Oh, I gotta use the bathroom. This your one time. You use the bathroom. Get your ass back outside. Wow. You come back in here. Yeah. You standing here.
It was kind of the same thing too, but it wasn't really like a forcing. But it was like, okay, you ain't gonna keep coming in and out of my door.
Girl, no, my grandma did not play that like at all.
I mean, you know what? And it's kind of funny. You see how you say that? You stay in the house. You going to... It was the same thing. Yeah. You living where you living at. I'm living over. We all been really through the same thing.
Exactly.
It recycles itself.
Yeah.
So that's why I said with the corporal punishment, even like I said, I was raised Catholic, so I went to Catholic school.
That's
so
a lot
back
of stuff
then,
going on in New York though. Like what's up with that?
What do you mean?
That's like in New York. It's like
the Catholic. Yeah,
you got the Catholics, and then you have like what? Like what is there? Because a lot of kids always tell me like I went to Florida, big ups, Florida University, yay. So, but anyway, when I was there, I was roommates with a girl who lived in New York, Long Island, and her mom's a cop,
right,
or whatever, a police officer. And she was telling me she went to this Catholic school or whatever. And I was like, well, do you guys have public schools? Like, what? She was like, no. Like, we have them, but like everybody predominantly goes to like Catholic schools. Like you're a part of the church.
Not really. I mean, it's your preference, really. Yeah. I mean, like I said, we were raised as Catholics. Like all of my sisters all went to Catholic school. Me and my brother, we went to Catholic school also, but my brother didn't stay because he was he used to want to fight all the time. So they threw his ass out of school. So he went to public school, the next public school. He was always fighting. For some reason, always getting in trouble. And we went to Catholic, right? We was going to Catholic school. But I mean, going to Catholic school is just your preference. That's just what we was raised. And just in the Haitian community, because of course I have a Haitian background. So in the Haitian community, they all pretty much are raised Catholic, so that's what they followed. That's true. So as they came, we all went through Catholic school, baptized, confirmation,
everything,
all of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, but when we moved to Queens, it was different. So now I got thrusted from a Catholic school into a public school.
Totally different. How was that experience?
Man, I had to learn.
Totally different.
It took time, but
Straight
I had
lines,
to learn.
getting beat with the rulers from the Catholic or whatever or something.
Yeah, because I remember
condemnation. Think about what you do.
Listen,
you're a sinner.
That was real corporal punishment. I would tell you, even to this day, my mother, they didn't even know about it. It was a time where I think it was second grade I was in. I think it was second grade. Yeah, it was second grade. So I had a friend, never forget. His name is Herman, right?
Wow, that's my uncle's name.
Right, his name is Herman. So when we would go out, like to go to lunch and stuff like that, me and him was always horse playing around in class. So for some reason, whatever we did, there was some, you know, they would tell us to go to the class and get our coats or whatever the case may be. We took this girl and we shoved her in the closet, right? We shoved her in the closet. Nowadays, if we would have did that, we probably went to jail. We probably would have got some type of craziness or whatever, you know? So we shoved her in the closet or whatever the case may be. I never forget. It was right that weekend. It was like a Friday because that Friday, that was the last day before Easter, right?
Cool. Okay.
So right before Easter, we did this thing to this girl. We shoved her in the closet. We got in trouble. So they sent us to the nuns. And the nuns was like, oh, y'all in big trouble. And that was a time when you got paddled. Okay? So I couldn't, I said, oh my God, we in the nun's office. And he's like, okay, you're going to get 10 lashes apiece because y'all did this, whatever, to the girl. And you're going to get a 5-day suspension. So they turned us over.
Lashes and suspension?
Yes. So they got their paddle. They got their paddle.
The
and
paddle
we got,
enough.
yes, we got paddled, right? But the crazy thing is I was so scared. It wasn't I was getting paddled. I'll take the paddling. That was nothing. What I was more afraid of was that when my mother found out, it wasn't just that. It was her too.
Right.
And for some reason, it was crazy. And back then, I didn't even realize it or understand what was going on. But the crazy thing is, when I got the paddling, for some reason, I got a crazy fever when it hit me, right? I got sick for some reason. I got a crazy fever. So I scared the nuns. It was like, oh my God, what did we do? We done tore this little black kid's ass up, and now he has a fever. They didn't call my parents. They didn't call anything. Herman they sent him away. But me, I got sick. And I caught a crazy fever. It was a crazy fever. I didn't even understand.
Because your mom was going to tear that up.
What? I was like, oh my God, my mother finds out about it. And then
I got a story for that.
Yo, and then they told me you have a 5-day suspension. I got suspended.
Yeah.
I was
you
like,
hot.
oh my God.
You so hot. Your temperature up.
But I get home, I'm dead. I'm dead. So that was all I was thinking. When I was getting hit, I didn't even feel the pad. I didn't even feel him getting hit. I'm like,
just thinking about when you go home.
My mother's going to find I got suspended for 5 days. I'm dead.
Yeah.
Yo. And then when that happened, they said, you know what? When they see my blood pressure go up and they see me get that fever, they lay me on their couch. They said, okay, just lay down, just take it easy. They started acting nice to me. Okay, we're gonna send you on little errands. Maybe they little errand boys. Go to this class. Go to that class.
Do this.
Yo, and at the end of the day, they sent me home. And I'm like, I never told my mother I was suspended.
Yeah.
I went to Easter vacation.
Yeah.
Wow.
We went to church. I never said a word. Went back to school. They didn't say nothing.
Wow. I didn't say nothing. There you go.
And left it alone.
That's what's
crazy.
So like, but then later in life, thinking about it, I said, yo, them nuns were scared as fuck.
Yeah, they was scared because they
seen I had that fever. Yeah. And then the nuns, they kept coming and checking. He's like, yo, I seen them talking. I said, fever. What did you do, sister? I'll never forget. Her name was Sister Susan.
Wow.
Oh, Lord.
Sister Susan.
Hello.
What did you do? Did you hit him too hard? How many did you give him? Did you really give him 10 lashes? He has a fever.
Yeah, they was terrified because they knew.
They
could have gotten in trouble.
Terrified.
Yeah, they could have gotten in trouble.
Big terrified.
That's the reason why I don't hit my son no down. Now, now I noticed that talking, like not just my looks. To be honest with you, is nothing.
Exactly.
Sometimes
you gotta be like, get out of here.
Honestly, because every time I touch him, he gets to that level that you was just on.
Really?
His nose start bleeding.
Oh wow!
Like he gets so like.
Yeah, so
afraid. His nose bleeds.
Yeah,
he gets nosebleed.
Yeah,
his teacher just said. So this aftercare teacher told me that a girl was in the bathroom and he was next in line to use the bathroom. She's sitting at her desk and she was trying to get out and he's like holding the door like you can't get out.
Oh wow.
And she's like beating on the door. She's trying to get out. Like she's like claustrophobic type stuff. Like she goes through that.
That's
you don't know what you doing.
That's the stuff they put your little kids in jail for now.
Like you don't know. You don't know what she going through. And she was like in the bathroom freaking out. She really was. She was scared. Yeah. She was scared. She thought she was locked in there. She thought she was trapped. She was scared. She was crying. And I understood why because I was like, first of all, this seemed real premature to me. Okay, like,
Yo,
I used to lock bitches in the bathroom all the time. Like, I don't understand what's the problem. Like, she could cry all she want. I'm in my classroom. I'm already sitting down. I'm doing my work. I don't know what you're talking about. What happened? Who did what? I don't know. I'm doing my work. Who locked that? Is she lying? I've been here for 5 minutes.
Yo.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Like, but that's the thing. Like, she really made it a big deal. No lie. Like,
Really?
this lady, like, in his aftercare made it a real big deal.
Yeah.
So I had to, like, I was like, okay, like, you know, don't do that.
Yeah.
You know.
Nowadays, they looking to just scar your kid.
Yeah, because remember,
You know
I
what
don't know
I'm
if you
saying? Especially
heard one of
back
the episodes where I talked about like now they're registering kids as sex offenders.
Yeah.
Right.
They could be
Crazy.
like 6
Right.
years old if they
Yeah.
do anything like
Yo,
touch a kid.
Cause
or
I'm
anything.
yo,
Yeah.
I'm thinking back. Like there was times where I'd be thinking back, like when I was a kid and going to school. I was like, yo, I'd probably be just coming home
I
from
was
jail or
terrible.
something.
Yeah, for
Because
real.
the stuff we had to do. Yo,
Yeah.
even that listen to me.
Yeah.
Even that game I was telling you, we used to play.
Mhm.
We used to play that game in school. Yo,
Yeah.
yo, listen to me. I vividly remember. I could tell you. I vividly remember the first time I kissed a girl.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah, back in them days.
in kindergarten, because
Kindergarten.
in kindergarten you watching on TV.
Wait, what?
Mm-hmm.
Kindergarten.
Wait, what?
Listen to me.
Wait, what?
Kindergarten.
Wait, y'all
I
hear
remember
that? Yeah,
vividly.
did y'all hear that?
Listen to me.
What
We-
the? You were 5.
Listen to me.
What the-
I remember vividly. I'ma tell you
WTF?
why. Listen to me. I
You're
remember
5?
vividly.
Listen.
It was a
Let
listen.
me
It was a
let me
Spanish.
call my son down here.
It
Let me
was
see
a
if he-
Spanish girl.
What?
We took our books up. You know when you take your books up and you make like a little barrier in front of your books.
Right. Yeah.
And we did that, and I never forget. I kissed this girl because you know when you watching, back then you watching like TV shows. You
No,
see
my
kids
son's not allowed to
kissing.
watch these things.
Exactly.
We kissing and
No,
you
he's not.
doing this stuff.
He's not allowed to watch
So,
smooching.
I
No
remember.
smooching.
Listen,
No smooching.
yo,
no smoothing.
I kissed this girl. The
nothing.
girl. It wasn't me. She was on me. She was like, "Let's kiss."
She
let's kiss."
Hispanic, of course. They pop babies every second. What
Oh
you
my
talking
God.
about?
Trust me, I already know.
All she know is her daddy's hand in her mom's back pocket.
You ain't saying nothing
What you
slick.
talking
My
about?
first daughter's mother was Puerto Rican.
Listen,
You ain't said nothing.
I'm
slick.
trying to tell you.
You ain't saying nothing slick. But anyway, she was like, yo, let's kiss. So we put the books up, and I'm behind the book, and then she kisses me, and then she starts sticking. I was like, she stuck her tongue in my mouth.
Little hoochie mama.
Oh,
Listen.
at what? At 5?
Yo, listen, she stuck her tongue.
This is
I'm
kindergarten.
telling you, I vividly
Okay.
remember because I'm like, I said, her mouth smells like cigarettes.
Oh, that's
Because I remember
Oh.
my father
She been
smoking. You
sm-
could smell. I was like,
She was
smells like-
smoking.
tastes like
what
cigarette.
the heck?
Yo,
Yeah,
I'm
smoking
talking about
cigarettes.
as kids. So that's what I'm trying to say. As kids, you just don't know what we go
You don't know.
like
That's
you
the
don't know
truth.
what your kid
You right.
goes through when they leave that house
You
and go
right.
to school. You just don't know
Yeah, that's
You
true.
right.
That's
what
true.
they may go through,
Yeah.
what they may tell you, what they may not tell you.
Right.
Again, like I was saying, when I came out of Catholic school,
Mhm.
I never been in no fights. I never had
Right,
no fights or nothing
right.
like that.
Mhm.
Yo, I again vividly remember. I don't know what happened to this dude. The kid's name was Bruce. Okay.
Here we go.
And for some reason, the teacher would come and be like, okay, you have a hall monitor. Hold the door. You're going to be the one to
Right.
hold the door.
Right.
So I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to go hold the door.
Mhm.
And then I didn't understand. These kids was in the class. This kid named Bruce, he was the bully of the class.
Of course.
And he would be like, you getting this ass whooping
Wow.
after school. I'm like,
What?
what does he mean by that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
So the teacher will listen. The teacher will leave the
Mm-hmm.
class, go down the stairs. I'm the sass one to close the door.
Yeah.
They be waiting for me in that staircase, boy.
Wow.
And my ass was really grass.
What?
I would get my ass whooped in that staircase like
Dang.
3 to 4 days in a row. And listen to me. I
Uh-huh.
went home,
Uh-huh.
never told my mother,
Yeah.
never told my father. But it comes to a point as a kid when you're
Mhm.
doing this has happened to you. I was like, you know what, man? And the thing about it is me and my father used to always watch wrestling.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Wrestling was like the biggest thing. I'm talking
Mhm.
about
Me too.
back then when they used to call wrestling lucha libre. You know what I'm saying? It was called lucha libre.
Okay.
And it wasn't on mainstream TV. It was like
Right,
in New
right.
York, it was like a Spanish channel where you
Yeah.
got these niggas and these Mexicans doing wrestling and
Yeah.
stuff.
Right.
Right.
Uh-huh.
So me and my father would always be tussling and fighting
Yeah.
and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So,
Mhm.
but I was scared. I didn't want to do that. But
Mhm.
Mhm.
and I would come home. I'd be like, damn, you don't know what your kid goes through. In
That's
school.
Yeah, you
true.
don't
Especially
know,
as a
man.
boy. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
I never told my mother and father. I was like, oh, these kids are bullying me. I'm getting
Yeah.
bullied and this
Even
and that.
as a girl, though.
Yo.
I gotta
Yeah.
stand up for my girl.
Yeah,
Yo.
sometimes too.
Listen.
Even
Yeah.
as a girl, I was bullied. I
And
was
sometimes you
bullied.
have these kids sometimes and you realize these kids do these things and they go kill everybody in school or whatever the case may happen.
Mhm.
Because you don't know what these kids are going through.
Mhm.
Right.
So me as a kid, this was happening to me almost every day, like 4 days in a row, getting whipped.
Crazy.
So I came to a point, like I said, you know what, man, I can't take this shit no more.
Yeah.
I'm going down these stairs. And I knew when I came down, At first, it was like a big joy. Like, oh, I'm gonna be hall monitor. I'm gonna be closing the door. I'm like, oh my God, I know what's gonna happen. I'm gonna go down these stairs, and these boys are gonna be waiting for me.
Yeah.
It was Bruce, this kid named Joel. I never forget Joel. This other kid named Lamont. They be waiting for me like, nigga, come down here and come get this beating.
That's crazy.
And this is your kid. You don't even know.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you know what? I couldn't take it no more. That day in class, and they told me again, after lunch, they be like, putting that fist up. It's your ass, nigga. Come on down.
Damn.
You wanna be the teacher's pet? We gonna show you what you gonna get for being the teacher's pet.
Yeah.
That's what that was.
I was like, all right. This particular day, that fourth day, it was going on that fifth day. I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna get this ass whooping today.
Yeah.
We're gonna do what it do today. Okay? And that was the day I came into myself.
Yeah.
And goddamn it, me and Bruce started on me, and man, I drugged Bruce, and Bruce got a beating, boy. I beat Bruce that day inside that. It was like, I just couldn't take it no more. It was like I just couldn't get beat no more.
Yeah.
Right.
And man, I beat Bruce, boy. I beat Bruce.
That was your liberation.
Oh,
that's what I tell my son too. Like,
and then,
I ain't gonna hold you account. Like, be mad at you for like whooping somebody ass. Don't be no pushover.
And guess what? After I beat Bruce's ass, I became the bully.
Of course. Of course.
And it was on from there.
Because now you realize
it was on from there, and it started from there. And then you need to just start defending yourself and start fighting, and you fighting every day.
Yeah.
One day you're fighting, one day you're not fighting. One day your friend's fighting, one day you're not fighting. One day your friend might be fighting, we might be both be fighting.
Right.
And it was always a fight every day in school.
Right.
But I would never go and tell my mother, "Oh my, guess what happened? I fought today."
Yeah,
or my mother would come and say, "I just bought you those sneakers and Bobos. I just bought you them sneakers. What happened to them?" I'd be like, "Oh, I was running." She didn't even know I was stomped out in a fight or something that was going on in the street.
See, that's terrifying. You know what I'm saying? Because I will hold. Because listen, I'm gonna beat a kid ass. Like don't be trying to bully my kid. Because I'm gonna go out there. I'm gonna whip all y'all asses.
It was no such thing.
Be careful.
It was no such thing.
I'm gonna go to jail about mine.
The cloth I was cut from. It was no such thing. Calling your mother.
Right.
Calling your this and that. It was you handle it there. It happened on the street. You handle it on the street.
That's the thing. Like I couldn't tell my mom
That's
nothing.
what it was.
Like we couldn't tell our mom nothing. Like it was so like I can't.
It's just like what did you do?
It's even stuff like that I understand that I couldn't tell my mom from way like when I was little.
Yeah.
So even in my adulthood, it's certain things that I can't tell her because I already know she's crazy.
Right.
I already know she crazy.
Right.
I already know she gonna take it this small thing and she gonna blow it
up.
Fuck up. And listen, like I told listen. I always tell I have a baby sister. She's Aggie as fuck. But anyway, she's just like my mama. She is exactly like my mama. I can't tell her too much because she blow it all the way up
to the fifth power.
Like seriously. So anyway, whatever. We doing what we do, whatever in the house, chiefing, whatever. So my bestie on the phone, FaceTiming, and my sister's there, and my bestie's like, "Oh, so y'all chiefing in the house?" Da, 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 da. I'm like, "Yeah, girl, everything good. Don't worry about it." Da, da, da. Here go my sister. "Oh, da, 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 da. Make it a big deal." I'm like, "Listen, I already dismissed it. It's nothing. Everything good." "Oh, well, talk to her. Why you ain't say nothing to her?" Da, da, da. It's like they take something so small. I said, "I already dismissed it. I don't want to talk about it no more. It's done. It's deaded. That's it. Leave it alone." With my mom, you can't say stuff like that. Yeah. I can't say, "Okay, Ma, listen, this girl was calling me this and that and the third because she saw me with a cute ponytail. She asked me who did it. I told her it was me. She was like, 'Oh, it looked like it was you.'" Like she was bullying me. So I smacked her in her face. We got into a little tussle, and that was it. I dismissed it. That's good. We good. That's it. I told her she can't disrespect me no more like that, and that's that. I can't tell my mama nothing like that. Who this little girl is? I'm going to the schoolhouse tomorrow. I want you to show me who she is. I want to know who her mama is. I want to talk to her mama. Like, my mom was born and raised in Brooklyn, New York. This is how she is. Like, this is how she is. Like, this what it is. She Brooklyn, and that's my mom has always been from Brooklyn to Nassau. Brooklyn to Nassau. Brooklyn. And if anybody knows anything about Nassau, everybody always say that Bahamians, especially from Nassau, they always say that we feel like we're better than other people. We walk with our chins up. We walk with our heads up. We feel like we're a million Beyonces or whatever. We feel like our shit don't stink or something like that. It's not that. It's that for me, in my perspective, is that I don't try to let a lot of things bother me.
Right.
So I know it's gonna be a lot of things that my son goes through. He know that I'm crazy and I'm a hothead, and he not gonna tell me.
Right.
But I want him to tell me, but I know he not gonna tell me.
He gonna say,
I know he not gonna tell me because he know I'm gonna embarrass him. That's number one. He know I'm gonna embarrass. That's why I ain't tell my mama. That's why because I ain't want her to embarrass me.
Right.
I got this shit under control.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? I got this shit under control.
Absolutely.
But that's exactly why he not gonna tell me everything that he's going through. Right. It used to be so many days that I was at high school and I got bullied for being me, for doing my own hair, being my own little artistic stuff and having my own little stuff. People used to call me hippie, all type of stuff or whatever, because I used to sit on the top of the roof. It was no boundaries. I used to go on top of the roof. I was a little tomboy, whatever. I used to go on top of the roof and I used to just sit and chill for lunch. I don't want to be around nobody. I felt like at an early age, I feel like, number one, I'm in a house full of people. I hate that. I couldn't stand it.
Just space.
5 girls, 1 boy. I wanted my own space.
But yo, let me ask you a question though. With my 9-year-old,
that's it.
Right? My girls. It's a thing to me. And I see how she is. Like, everything to her is like, oh, my hair, my this, my that. When was it when y'all was as girls,
right?
When y'all was in school, like, as a 9-year-old, just think about it. Like, when were y'all like getting into like boys? Like, when did y'all see like boys? And
honestly though,
because
boys. I was on the tomboy side too. I used to be like basketball. I'd be out there playing football with the boys and be dogging them, but. I mean, I was always into boys though.
But you was you was a tomboy, but was you like on the side
girl?
like, oh, I like him?
Yeah, I still was into boys, but really when I came into like my own was like high school.
Yeah,
really?
Definitely high school.
Because
You
it was
too?
just like because now you wanted to be
Definitely
pretty, you wanted to wear the purses, like because my whole wardrobe straight like high school it
Definitely
changed. It wasn't no sneakers no more. Now it was the slippers, and now I was getting into wearing heels and purses and stuff like that. Yeah, it was high school.
My mom really let me be a girl when I was going into my 9th grade. She would not. I was not a girl before I was 9th grade. I was not a girl. I was girly. I always knew I was a girly girl.
Saying, even though you was in 9th grade, but like 3rd grade, 4th grade, 5th grade, you wasn't like liking a boy like
no, definitely
totally
to
like
myself.
Boys.
I would never say anything.
Right,
I could never say anything. You can never act upon it.
When did you start feeling into yourself like,
you like
I like him?
Yeah,
I want to.
Oh no,
that was like
definitely. I was in kindergarten. Forget it. I remember my first crush. His name was Christopher. Super chocolate guy. Super cute waves. He was so chocolate. He had the cutest, whitest teeth ever. I would never forget his name.
I would
his
say
name
like
was
first grade. Yeah,
his name was Christopher. He had a low boy. I knew I liked the boys. I wanted to talk to boys from 1st grade.
Really?
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
but I know I couldn't because I was gonna get my ass whooped. I had my eyes the other way.
Like,
I'm fucking.
Because I be looking at my daughter. She's 9. Yo.
I don't want to get my ass.
She want to make sure her hair be right. No. She want to make this mic gotta be right. Yeah. She gotta make sure she's wearing this. I'm like,
I told my mom.
I know me.
It makes sense. No, it makes sense because guess what? When I was 10 years old and I was about to be 11, I had my first boyfriend when I was 10 years old. My brother was still alive. Thank God. I love my brother. He was so cute. My boyfriend, whatever, who thought he was my boyfriend, came over at 10.
Right.
Came over, right? We lived in the projects. So he came over to the projects, right? Okay. Right. He came over to the projects. My brother's there. He's like, who's this little nigga? Who is this little nigga? Chocolate boy, a cuss.
You like the chocolate boys?
What?
Yeah, that's what you
so
like.
anyway, listen. At that time, that's what I liked. But anyway, so got me a little light skin now. But anyway, so right, okay, cool. So he comes over, and I'm like, "Who you is, nigga? Oh, this da da da." And this is, I want her to be my girlfriend. And do you accept me as your boyfriend, as her girlfriend? Da, 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 whatever. Can we talk? Da, da, da. He's like, nah, nigga. My brother took him around the whole projects, introduced him to all his friends, had him scared the boy. I never saw the boy again. But I'm just saying, like I was young, and I told my mom I was 10 years old, and I I had to bring my mom because I knew that it was a transition for her too, but I was already ready.
Right.
She wasn't ready. I had to transition her into what I was becoming.
Right.
I already knew what I was becoming from
Right.
9. I already knew what it was.
What you mean?
From 9.
What do you mean? Like, what do you mean?
I'm telling you
Go
right
ahead.
now. Let
Go
me
ahead.
tell you. From
Go
9,
ahead.
I knew what I was. I knew what I was coming. I was gonna be that big. Okay. I already knew what it was. I already knew what it was. I already knew what it was. This is what I'm trying to tell you. From 9. So when I came 10, had my little boyfriend, my brother scared him away. I'm about to turn 11. So I tell my mom, I'm like, Mom, guess how old I'm turning? She's like, girl, I know you turning 11. I said, no, I'm turning 11.
Oh,
11. I'm going to be
11.
11 years old. I need you to understand that. I'm a teenager now. She's like, girl, if you don't go sit your... I said, listen, Ma, I'm telling you. I'm 11 years old. I need heels. I'm about to start doing hair. I'm about to start getting some stuff about, like, I'm about to, like, I'm telling you, Ma. She's like, all right, little girl, you better not play with me. Don't play with me. I said, I'm just telling you, Ma, I respect you. I love you. You know this. I'm just telling you, I'm turning 11 years
But
old.
at 11, were you starting to be developed and stuff like that?
I'm 11 years old.
Yeah,
I'm about to start popping that.
Hey. But we're gonna get into like more of puberty and all that stuff on a later episode. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? 'Cause,
I'm just saying.
yeah, we kind of pushed the board today.
Unbelievable.
I would tell you, listen,
Yeah.
whenever we in a session, like Sassy be like,
When it's flowing,
Yeah.
it's just flowing.
Yeah, because it was flowing, so I
Sassy
couldn't
be
really
like-
cut it. Yeah,
But
I be like,
cut it 'cause it was
okay.
flowing. But yeah, now we gotta jump into the next topic because
All right,
Yes.
go ahead.
what's
Yeah.
now? What's
But
now?
you know, but that's why I just wanted to introduce that because I feel like me sometimes I feel like I could be hard, but like I feel like I want you to get an education.
Right.
I want you to go to college. I want you to be a good guy.
But
I want
at the
you to
end
go
of
up,
the day,
go
you
to
know he's not
college.
gonna tell you everything.
Yeah, exactly, and I
know
understand that. I
Yeah.
understand that because as a boy, they're not gonna tell you everything. But I will hope that he do come to me because listen.
But do you think if he had a man in his life, he would go to him instead?
Maybe so. I think so.
You see what I'm
I
saying?
think so.
Like that's the whole angle. That's
I
the
don't
whole
really think
angle.
so because you know the thing about it is me with my mother. Of course, I was always with my father. My father would always tell me what's up or whatever the case may be. But it was a different relationship with my mother.
Yeah.
I could talk to my mother about certain things.
Oh, that's
and
what's
relate to my
up.
mother and things like that.
But you had
Yeah.
that diversity in your house.
Right.
It's
Right.
different.
You did,
I
you
didn't
did.
have that diversity
Right.
in my
Yeah.
house. You didn't have
Right.
that diversity in
But
your
with your
house.
situation was that your father passed away.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, my father
Different.
wasn't like the best dad in the world, but he was there though.
My
you know what I'm
mom
saying?
was hard
Like
ass.
I knew who
Your
he
mother was hard?
was.
My mom had to be more of a father because she had 5 girls.
Right.
She had to be more of a father.
Right.
I used to beg. I remember when I was I was probably like 13, 14 years old. I was in the kitchen with my mom and she's so focused. She already done came home from work. All she focusing on is the house clean, bills, everything in her mind, everything, what's going on, whatever. I'm like, Mom, I love you. She's like, yeah. What you want? I'm like, I don't want
Jeez.
nothing.
Yeah,
I'm
the
just
tough
telling you
love.
that I love you.
I think that's an island thing
Yeah,
too. Like
I'm
with
like,
the
I'm
tough
telling you.
love
I
and
was like,
just-
Mom, give me a hug.
Yeah.
She was like, what you want a hug for? You must be one time. I said, I don't want nothing. I just want, I
Yeah.
love you. I'm just telling you I love you. And at that moment, she told me I had a problem.
Wow.
We didn't do that in my house. It wasn't none of that. I mean, I knew my mother and father loved me and stuff like that, but it wasn't like, oh, come give me a hug.
Yeah.
It was
Nah, but
different
I
with
get
a
it,
boy.
because
That's why I said with my girls,
We raising boys. We
Right.
raising kings. That's what we talking
Right.
about.
With my girls,
we emotional.
my mother didn't
Yeah.
push
Are
her
we
foot
being
around with
too
me like
emotional?
Yeah.
oh, come here, let me give you
Are
a
we
hug.
being too
Oh, let me
emotional?
tell you I love you. My
Listen,
mother never
yeah.
did that.
Sometimes
feel
I'm like
like-
that with my son. I think I'm too much for him.
No, but I feel like we have to give that to them too.
I
Though,
feel like
because,
I overly
because
love
in
him.
my situation where he don't have like that, like to see me interact with another man and to see how a man would treat me,
Right.
You have to have that for them, or else they be
Right.
like these stone cold, like
Hardcore.
tough, hardcore dudes who don't
Right.
know how to love a woman,
Right.
or who don't know how to be in a relationship.
Right.
So that's my fair.
And
you know
I
what I'm
feel like
saying?
that's our job. Like we need to show them
Like my
how
father
to treat
was
a
never
woman.
that. Like you know how like you see some kids, like some fathers be like, "Oh son, let me give you a kiss."
Right,
Oh
right, right.
son, let me
He
tell
wasn't
you
like
I
that.
love
Yeah.
you. My father wasn't like that.
Yeah.
I could vividly remember how old I was when my mother first told me like, "Oh Steve, I love you."
How old? 18, 17,
No, I was
16.
like in my 20s.
Wow.
That late?
20s.
Because
My
she
late
really saw
20s.
you becoming. That's when
No.
she saw you
It wasn't
as a man. Maybe that's when she saw you as a man, and she was like, "I love you."
No,
you.
I
You
was
the
going.
man.
No, I was. Listen,
You the
like I said,
man.
I was. Listen, I was going hard out there in them streets. So, I've been through things. I've seen things. Like
And
I
she
said,
saw that. She couldn't say nothing. Maybe that was
Yeah.
the time for her to reflect. Maybe that was her telling you that she knows. She notices.
right? And
She notices you making moves as a man.
Right.
Yeah,
Listen, ain't nothing like telling a man that you love him. Listen, when I see a man making moves, I'm like, yo, I love you. Because I see you.
Okay. Yeah, but that's just what I think. But I think that we definitely got to give our boys love, and we do need that tough love also, and we do need to whoop their ass. I think that's what it is, because at the end of the day, my son really don't like even if I discipline, he'll be mad, but he don't always be like oh well, I hate you and blah blah blah. He will still be like, oh mommy, I love you, have a nice day and blah 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 blah. That's how it go. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's what we're gonna close out on that topic. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it was a very important topic to touch base on, because
Absolutely.
yeah, because that's just something that I wanted to ask you as a male, because I know that he doesn't see like another male figure, and I'm not a type of woman to just bring a bunch of dudes around my kid. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If I feel like that we're not gonna push that narrative, or we're not gonna be there, then there's no reason for you to be around my kid. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Me and you can have our thing and
I
blah
believe,
blah blah,
I
and
believe
then
in that truth.
bye. You know
If
what I'm
you're
saying?
not going to be a steady person around your
Yeah.
child, I don't think you should be just having anybody around.
Exactly,
them.
because I feel
To
like
confuse
I
them in
could
any
deal
kind
with
of
like
way.
I told you I could cut a nigga off and don't even like worry about it. You know what I'm saying? But for my son, for him being he's missing that father figure. Like for me to keep bringing a bunch, I would never do that.
Oh,
You know.
okay.
But yeah, but we gonna jump into the next topic, and Lady Love had to step away a little bit because we've been drinking, so I think she needed to use the bathroom, and I think I need to use the bathroom too. But we gonna wrap this up because we've been going on. But we gonna go into the what's trending topic. And for me, really, my son ain't really been doing nothing but into this goddamn Fortnite that have him so like emotional. It just be having him, he be so pissed off. He be, oh my God, and I hate it. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like I need to ban him from it. But besides that, like you see that we just dropped bombs on Syria.
Right.
Like,
well, you know what I say about that? I mean, these clowns up here who's quote unquote supposed to be running the world,
right?
They're not really running anything. And the crazy thing is, let me be careful. Like I said, I'm Mr. Nobody. I'm nobody. You know. What happened is that you have a dude that's in the office that pretty much has the gift of gab.
Yeah.
Sold you a bill of goods that was pretty much worth nothing. You understand? And the crazy thing about it is, he's from my hood. He's from Jamaica.
What?
He's from Jamaica Estates, okay? He's from Jamaica Estates. He lived there. He's from Jamaica, New York.
What the hell? I never knew that. So that's why he was so hip with the blacks in the beginning.
Listen, no, it's not only that, because back then when he was really Jamaica Estates was like a really ritzy ditzy area. Put it like this: Jamaica Estates was like Boca.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
Okay,
but a lot of influential blacks.
Right.
And well-to-do blacks live there, like Duke Ellington lives.
Duke Ellington.
Right. James Brown bought a piece of property in that area. You know what I'm saying? So it was a well-to-do area.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And
he
lived there. You know, I mean, at one point his mother lived before she passed away. She lived in Kew Gardens, which is another area of Queens.
Right.
But it's still adjacent to that area, you know. But he just sold you a bill of goods. He's a hustler, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of hustlers.
That's that New York. That's that Jamaica for real.
Well,
that's that Jamaica Ave. Like,
there's a thing about Queens. You have a lot of real hustlers that come out of Queens that can pretty much go anywhere on the face of this earth and
make
get
a living.
money.
Yeah.
And be able to talk you out your socks.
Yeah.
That's just what we do in Queens. So, and that's where he came from.
Right.
And he won. I can't be mad at him for what he did. He put it down and he got in.
Yes.
But playing with this thing with Syria is a real thing.
Yeah.
It's playing with everybody's lives.
Yeah,
because if you have Russia that's sitting in
Oh,
Syria
yeah.
that has been an ally to Syria for umpteen years.
Yeah.
If we go destroying and killing Russians over there, you talking about Russians coming over
they
here.
coming over here. And I always say, like, Americans think like they so big and bad.
I'm telling
like,
you.
they feel like, oh, we could drop bombs on everybody else and like that shit won't happen to us.
I'm telling you.
That's why I'm
Listen.
like really scared, because it's just like, yo, and the man don't have no filter.
I truly believe in a reckoning. Everything goes around in a circle.
Oh, yeah.
Everything is 360.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes things can happen and you really don't think. And sometimes we can be very arrogant as Americans in thinking, oh, this will never happen to us.
This will never happen to
Just like
us.
9/11. Very arrogant. It happened once in the 90s, in like 1990.
Yeah,
where they
I
had
remember when Clinton was in office, right?
Right. And it didn't succeed.
Right.
But it happened again. And we thought, oh no, this they'll never. They always underestimating people. They always underestimating what the next man is willing to do.
And what they're capable
When
of
you
doing.
have somebody is focused, saying that they don't care, they willing to die.
Yes.
They don't
for
care
their
what it
religion.
takes. They're gonna do this. It's gonna happen.
Yeah, it's
and this is
scary,
where I
man.
say, and
It's
this
a
is where
scary
I say,
thing.
I don't want to be nobody's sacrificial
Oh
lamb.
yeah, not at all. Not at all.
You doing what you do, I'm doing what I do. Please don't take me because of this knucklehead across the street and did some fuck
Right,
shit.
right.
And now you coming at me with some dumb
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
And now my family has to pay for something else that I ain't got nothing to do
and
with.
then we're being the lambs that's being sacrificed off of
Exactly.
like big boy shit, like over oil and all type of
Exactly.
other kind of currencies and stuff like that. They have nothing to do
Exactly.
with us while they're safe and they're hunkered down,
Exactly.
because that's their turn. Let's hunker down.
Right.
So they're hunkered down in their little safety, and then we the ones that's getting torn apart out here.
Right. I mean, again, I'm not against the fact, okay, Syria, you have a lot of people that's over in Syria that's suffering. You know, you got that, that dictator that's dropping bombs on their own people.
Yeah, and they just got gas
different
and
things
stuff like
like
that.
that.
So I understand like what they're going through, you know?
Right.
I do.
You know what I'm saying? I understand that. But at the same time, if you're going to follow through with something, follow through with it all the
Yeah,
way.
yeah.
Don't go halfway.
No,
And you
exactly.
talking. This guy was talking about Obama. Oh, I'm never going to be the one to tell you what I'm doing. Why would I want to be so stupid?
But this man is all over Twitter telling you, "Oh, we're about
Man.
to tear their ass up." Like,
Yeah,
come on, man.
and on top
Everybody
of that-
can know what your moves are.
And then on
Yeah.
top of that, the guy who runs Syria, Bashar al-Assad, he coming out showing people like, man, I ain't worrying about this dude.
Yeah.
I'm doing what I'm doing. You ain't touch me. I'm still going to be dropping. You don't warn the man what you about to do and how you about to do it. He
Exactly.
done
How
moved all
cowardly
his...
is
Oh
that?
my
he
God.
done moved all his stuff.
Yes.
He done put all his stuff next to Russians
Thank you.
because they know you're not going to touch the Russians.
Yes.
And now you
that's
make
your
it seem...
peoples.
Right.
That's what I was saying, because even when I was watching CNN today, and I was like, yo, it just looked like they dropped bombs on nothing.
Listen
like
to
they
me.
already
So
had
sad.
they had the opportunity to get
Absolutely
out whatever they wanted
nothing
to get out.
with
It's
a
so
capital
sad.
N, nothing.
It's
You know
so
what I'm saying?
sad.
Yeah.
But again, yo, listen, what goes around comes around.
Oh yeah.
People
Oh,
are gonna
yeah.
have to pay.
Oh yeah. I'm
You
telling
know.
you, and it's sad because it's gonna be normal civilians.
Right. Every
It's gonna be
action,
sacrificed.
every action
Has a
is going to be a
reaction.
reaction. You know what I'm saying?
It's the truth.
We going into. I'm totally with the fact of trying to liberate people from some dictator who's trying to hurt
Oppress.
innocent people, oppress innocent people, and things like that. But listen, let's make sense.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Whatever we
saying?
do in everything that we do,
It
let's
makes
make
sense.
sense. Let's make sense.
You know, it makes
That
sense.
makes complete sense.
And the crazy thing is, you looking at all these people who's trying to run away. We say we're the United States
Land of
is
the free.
the land of the free, the home of the brave.
That's right.
You accepting people who's willing to
Come here
assimilate,
with your
Right.
dreams.
to push forward.
Mhm.
Yo, these people in Syria are suffering.
Yeah.
Out of all of the people that came out of Syria, we only accepted 11 people.
Yeah. That's crazy.
We could have accepted 43,000 people, and all we
Oh my
accepted is just
God.
11 people from all those people over there that's suffering.
Yeah.
And
that's,
you talking
that's
about,
nuts, man.
we sitting over here talking about, look at all the kids that died with all this chemical weapons and
they
all
don't
these
care.
kids that died. I seen this thing on Instagram that was crazy from this guy, Bill Murray.
Yeah.
And he was saying, we should be happy Russia's not attacking us.
Yeah, I saw
Because
that.
the crazy thing is that look at the people who died at this place out in Colorado. Is it Colorado, where these Indians are fighting for their land, and they were gassed.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
they were gassed, and then you had this other
the whole pipeline, Dakota pipeline,
right,
thing,
and then you have this people in Flint that was poisoned by the water, and we.
They still don't have clean water.
Still,
and it's
and
like
the thing
going
about
on
it
the fourth
is,
year.
it's crazy, and the thing is crazy. You have a lot of Americans who just think we can't get touched.
Oh yeah.
You know,
that shit it come into your water, your food supply, all type of stuff.
Yo,
you don't know where
they got
it's
some
coming from.
people outside this country that wants to see us fall.
Oh yeah, because because of
right
the
there in
selfish
Canada,
ways of
Canadians
this country.
don't like us. They still haven't. They've never liked us, and they're right there. They're right there.
Crazy,
and they
man.
come to and fro as much and as abundantly as they want to.
Yeah.
It's what are you talking about? It's like, what are you talking about? They don't like Americans at all, and they
because that's
tell
the
us
whole
that they don't
demeanor,
like
the
us.
ways of it's the American way. Like you just feel like you could just go in anybody country, shake
And
shit
just,
up,
yeah.
and it can't happen here.
Yeah, exactly.
Like why do you think that them people can't come here and do the same thing?
I'm telling you.
That's what's
It's
sad.
crazy.
Yo,
And every
and-
day you gotta pray.
Oh
And
yeah.
the thing about it is, what you having a
multiple times a
and
day.
what you having a what you having again, big brother. I don't want no trouble.
Oh yeah, we don't want no trouble. We just
I don't want
speaking,
no trouble.
you know, speaking on what we
I'm
see,
a nobody.
how we feel.
I don't want no trouble. But when you got a knucklehead that's proclaiming to say he's this and he's that, compared to what we had prior
Right.
to Obama, whether he's
Right.
black or white or whatever the case may be, he was a good
Cartoon
man
character.
that was looking forward to pushing the country forward
Right.
and helping people and bettering people's lives.
Right.
Now you got this clown
Yep.
that's out here but claiming to be perpetrating a fraud, acting like he's a president, like he's there for you. The man is not there for nobody but
he's
himself.
A social media hog,
You know?
Himself and his
Twitter
associates.
lover. Okay,
You know?
like how many? Why you
ridiculous.
want tweets? You think tweets matter? Number one,
That
all
man,
of that
that
should
man
have been
would tell the
dismissed.
whole.
All
Yo.
of that should have been dismissed.
He would tell his whole briefing on Twitter, man.
Yo, it's
This is
just
crazy.
It's
Number
really
one, we don't
ridiculous.
care. Number two, we don't need to know. You need to understand that there are certain things that we don't need to know, and we don't need to know because we don't want to know.
Yeah, that
We
man
got
is
our
not
own
equipped to
lives.
be a
That's
leader.
your problem. You signed up for the job. We didn't. You deal with
Absolutely.
that shit quietly.
Absolutely.
Get that. We don't want to worry
I
worry
think
about
I
it.
think
That's
he's-
why you're there. We don't want to worry about it.
I think-
Take our worries from us.
I think he's more upset that he's even in that position because
Yeah,
I don't really
I
think
don't think he
I
thought
don't
he was
even really
gonna
think
win.
I don't
Why
even really
run?
think he. It's obvious that he really didn't want that position.
Yeah, he didn't know.
But
he
I
was
think
gonna
he
win.
was just trying to get one up on this man, you know, for making fun of him and things like that. But now, listen, man, you in the seat.
Now
It
you
don't make no
there.
sense talking about Hillary or talking about this one or that one. It's on you. It's up
crazy.
to what you want to do. It's up to
Exactly.
where you want to lead us to. If you want to lead us down the road of hell
See,
and lead us down the road of war, well,
Okay.
this is what you want to do.
Here we go.
doing.
See,
We
you
ain't got
said the
nothing to
right
do
word.
about that.
Yeah.
Lead. He's
Yeah.
not a leader. Okay.
He's
He's
not a
never
leader.
He's never been a leader. He
Listen.
never will be a leader. He's a business owner. Good entrepreneurship skills.
Barely. I would say
Yeah,
barely.
Like-
I would say barely too.
I mean,
like,
because you could
barely.
put a
He's
whole
in
bunch
debt, of course.
but you could
all
put
his
a
business is always like ended
course.
up in,
you
in
could put
bankruptcy or
a
something
you
like
could
that.
put a whole bunch of smart people around you to make you look smart, but it doesn't mean you really smart.
Yeah.
Exactly.
exactly.
I agree.
And the thing
And
about
this
it is
who
with
we
him,
have.
he's a dude that has never been told no.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's been basically born with
A silver spoon.
Not even,
Gold.
Platinum
not
spoon.
even, not even
Gold.
silver.
A
A
titanium
platinum
spoon.
spoon in his
Girl.
mouth
Shoot.
that really can't relate to what we going through
At
or the
all.
average man going through.
At all.
So why would he be like, oh, you know, you need this type of social thing, you need this thing, you need to help. He don't care about
Yeah,
He
that.
doesn't
don't.
understand because
He
he's
don't.
never
He don't
had
care
to
about
start
that.
from the
Yeah.
bottom. He's never
he
had to start.
doesn't care
His
about that.
bottom was $1 million from his father or something like that, right?
Well,
$1 million
absolutely.
to start his first company or whatever it is.
I wish my father could have given me
Listen,
$1 million.
Oh man,
bruh,
I wish my father gave me
million.
like at least 50.
$1
I'd have
million.
been straight.
I never saw my mom growing up. Are you kidding me? Hello, knock, 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 knock,
Listen.
knock.
The thing about it is that people outside of New York City, period, that don't understand with this man. Crazy thing, let me tell you something else. Another story. I had another friend of mine, right? That we had this he was involved in this organization called the Coalition, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this coalition, what they did was they went and they helped parolees, people who came home from prison,
Awesome.
from prison,
I
right?
think I saw something like that on Instagram.
Right. Help, not just parolees, but Latinos, blacks,
Right.
but mainly
All
a lot of dudes that
minorities.
came home from prison looking for
Right.
jobs.
Right.
That in New
Were
York,
turned
it was
away.
right. That was in New York. It was a lot of construction that was going on, and at one point in time in New York City, the only construction that was going on was Donald Trump construction.
Right.
going on.
Right.
And for you to have the thing that people don't understand in New York City, a lot of stuff in New York City that moved back in the 80s and 90s and things like that was all organized crime. So anything in New
Of
York City,
course.
anything in New York City that was needed to get built in New York City, you had to deal with the mob,
Right.
the mafia. Okay, I don't care what it was. If you needed brick, if you needed sand, cement, whatever, you had to deal with the mafia. Period. Okay. Now, his Trump Tower was getting built, and that was the only real job that was going on as far as construction was concerned at one point in time in the city, because a lot of the legitimate companies, construction companies, they wasn't trying to deal with no mafia. They wanted to get their
Right.
stuff straight.
Right.
So this coalition was pretty much built up of minorities, Latinos, and blacks going around the city trying to find jobs.
Right.
So the only big job that was
What
done
a
out there,
backstabber then.
right? The only big job that was out there was that particular construction site. So these black brothers would go out there, and Latinos would go to construction sites and listen. They would say, "Listen, you would have to hire one of our guys.
Of
Period.
course.
Right.
A Latino, a black. Whether you taking one, you taking two.
Right.
You gotta take.
You got to take somebody."
Right.
And I remember vividly this partner of mine that came home from jail, and he was involved. I said, "Yo, where you going? You going uptown to go? Yeah, man, we going out with the coalition to go out there to try to find some jobs." They would go out to Trump Tower to try to get a job, and these Italian white boys would come out, bats, hammers, sledgehammers, and they would have to fight every single day until they would just stop. The coalition would stop operations. Like, if you're not ready to get down and fight, and you come into work, you're trying to get your check. You don't want to get beat up. You don't want to have to fight all the time. These Italian dudes, after a while, the first day, cool, they want to fight. The second day, cool. The third day, they're like, okay, man, that's enough. We'll take 3 or 4 dudes to keep this thing going, or whatever the case may be. And again, this is the type of thing. He wasn't hiring minorities. He wasn't hiring people. I mean, there was big places like, there was a place in New York called Styrite City. His father owned it. It was a big housing project. It was a dirtbag of a place. Never fixing the place. Always, all of the stuff that you hear about him discriminating against blacks, discriminating against Puerto Ricans, and all that stuff like that. Because in New York, that was a discrimination.
Right.
The 2 big discrimination things that happened in New York was discriminating against blacks,
And Puerto Rican.
Or
against Puerto Rican.
Latinos.
Latinos in period, but Puerto Ricans
In
mainly.
general,
That was the big thing. The Puerto Ricans,
Okay.
you was discriminating against. So all those things that you hear with him discriminating, no blacks in his buildings, because the two biggest families that had big tenements and buildings was the Left Rack family and the Trump family.
Okay.
They had big buildings and stuff like that, and they would discriminate against you. But and all these things that you hear is not far-fetched. So people out in West Virginia and all of middle America who think that he's the savior that's gonna come and save you, he ain't saving nobody.
Yeah,
The only
he
person
ain't.
he's
But this is
saving
the good
is
news.
himself.
That's
The only
the
thing
good
he care
news.
about is that money.
That's
That
good news.
almighty green. If you ain't coming talking to him about that, you ain't got nothing
you ain't
coming.
got nothing to say.
That's the good news. It just reminds
got
me
no
of the
color.
Bible. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's
just
crazy,
the beautiful,
man. That dude
beautiful thing.
is
That is
sick.
the good news. He is the
Yeah.
Antichrist. That is the good news. That is
That
the good
dude
news.
is sick, and there's
Okay?
still some people who
That
think that he
is
could
the
do.
good news. I know it's all bad, but that is the good news. Let me tell you something. That is the good news. I understand everybody whatever. Everybody brought up into their own religion, but let me tell you something. He is Antichrist, and that is the good news.
Yeah, that
That's not
dude
the
is
bad
crazy.
news. That is the good
The
news.
only thing that moves
'Cause-
him is the almighty dollar.
Let me tell you,
Yeah.
sooner or
That's
later,
it.
I just said to myself like 2 days ago, I was like, I don't even think I really even care to be alive no more, because at least in death, you're gonna be doing the same thing for eternity. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's comforting. I feel like I've come one like toe to toe with death. Like, I'm so happy right now. Like, I'm at one with myself. Like, I feel like
now. We need to get him out of
you know,
here.
I'm at one with myself. I understand. Like, I'd rather face death, okay, than to deal with him for another 4 years. Like, can he be done with?
He's gonna be a
There's some
Can he
things-
be over
Listen
with?
to me. There's
Done
some
with?
things that are just inevitable. And when he first got elected, I said, man, I was like, okay, cool. I said, all right, he did it. He did his thing. It's a,
But
to
that
me,
was some sexist shit.
to me-
that was some sexist
let me tell you
ass
something.
shit.
to me, I'm a type of dude. The cloth I'm cut from, I'm not even trying to knock nobody's hustle.
Right.
Whatever your hustle is, that's what your hustle is. I'm not gonna knock you. If you want to go out there and you want to go crack somebody over the head and get money,
Do it.
it's not. Listen, I don't condone it. But if that's what you choose to do, that's what you choose to do. But you live by the sword. You die by the sword.
That's what it is.
You understand? So at the end of the day, I'm not knocking nobody's hustle. But given that, he did what he did. But you can't get away from the inevitable.
Right.
What you did is what you did. You done opened yourself up to something that you are not really ready for.
Right.
And the stuff that he was involving himself into and the things that he was dealing with and doing, it's going to come to pass. Everything goes around in a circle.
Yeah.
You're not, whatever you do in the dark will come to
the
light
light,
at some point in time.
Just happened.
And this is what's going to happen to him. So it's only a matter of time. All you got to do is just go through the motions.
Yeah.
All we doing is going through the motions, and we from the outside looking in.
Yeah.
But what's going to
We
happen
don't
is going
know.
to happen.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
I just wish he
That's
wouldn't
what it
keep
is.
everybody talking about, like, this is exactly the reason why I don't watch the news. I'm so
Yeah,
sorry. Like,
exactly.
I really don't. I
Exactly.
really don't care about it, to be real honest with you, because I feel like I just pray every day
Yeah,
because I
that's
know
all you
some
could do.
shit about to happen.
Listen,
I just
unfortunately
know
for me,
some shit
I'm
about
addicted.
to happen. I know something about to happen. I know
Listen,
it. I just don't. I don't know when it's
it's
gonna
the
happen.
best
But
thing.
some shit finna happen, and it's gonna be a normal. You know, let me tell you something. It's gonna be a normal day. It's gonna be a beautiful motherfucking day.
Listen to
Let me
me.
say, it's gonna be so beautiful. The sun gonna be out. Birds gonna be chirping. Chirp, 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 chirp.
And we don't know, man. But that's the same thing like those people how them bombs just rain on them like that. But
Everything gonna be
Hey,
beautiful,
Big
and
Brother-
then the motherfucking sky gonna come falling down.
Listen.
I just hope when the sky fall down, I just hope it don't fall down on us.
I pray
On
to God.
innocent
Let that
people.
go
I
on
pray to
them
God.
Right.
I pray to God.
On those-
that
on-
1%
yeah, right.
that's causing this issue, let it go on
Exactly.
them. But
Exactly.
Big Brother, we don't mean no harm. We just expressing our, our heartfelt concerns
gotta name
of
Big
what's
Brother?
going on.
Satan,
And that's go.
Satan,
beseech you.
gotta be
We up
careful.
out of here.
Then people will come get you.
Yeah,
That's
they
not a
will.
problem.
You
Satan,
gotta be
beseech you.
careful.
Yeah,
Satan,
they will, for real.
beseech you.
But we're not trying to get our little podcast knocked off the map. You know what I'm saying?
Satan, I beseech
we
you.
just, we was just
We
speaking.
not trying to
we
be
was
real.
just speaking a
We
little
not trying to
something,
get railroaded.
We was just saying what we saw on CNN today, so please don't come for us.
Listen,
Go for
Absolutely.
CNN.
Listen, all of the shows that they have on public TV, what you talk about, Conan, all that, they be throwing him underneath the bus, okay? They throw him
listen.
underneath the bus.
But listen, that's
They
dumb.
don't like when they
Yeah.
don't like when you talk bad about them though. They
Yeah.
will come. They
They
will
throw
come.
him underneath the bus
Like I
every
said,
night.
That's why I say I want to be Mr. Nobody. I don't know nothing. I ain't nobody. So please let me live.
Lady Love don't like
That's
you.
all I ask.
Don't
Let
like you.
me
Don't care
live.
for you.
On that note,
Orange head,
we're gonna
cartoon
change.
character, Woody the Woodpecker. Don't like you. Don't care for you. Try it. You could try it. But I'm a bitch that don't never give up. So if you ready, I'm ready. What's up? What's up?
And on
What's
that
up?
note, we're going to go into our
What's up?
final topic of the day.
Mhm.
It's the downtime, because now we have a daddy, so we can't just say mommy downtime.
Hey.
It's the downtime segment.
Ow.
So, Lady Love, what did you do for downtime like this week?
My downtime. Oh my God. Yesterday, I got us all, y'all. I had so much time.
What was your downtime?
My
Please.
downtime yesterday, my baby sister, I have a younger sister and then I have a baby sister. My younger sister has been living in New York City, Brooklyn for 6 years, but I have a baby sister.
Oh, she was in
town?
town?
Yes. No.
Okay.
So we did sip and paint.
Yeah, you told
which is
me.
a twist
I
off
heard
of
about that.
painting with the twist or whatever.
But
whatever they
you
call
painting
it.
and you're sipping at the same time.
Right, we sipping and we painting. This in particular night, we were doing earrings, right? I don't have on them tonight, but we were doing earrings and they said like nice, beautiful African things like big, bold, and beautiful.
Right.
I am my sister's keeper.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm black and I'm proud.
Mm-hmm.
You know, things of that nature.
Oh, that was dope.
And then
That was
we
dope.
had all of the beautiful colors: gold, green,
Mhm.
black, yellow.
Yeah, that black
you know,
pride type colors.
all of that. And then and then they had drinks galore. It was only $20.
Oh,
$20.
Mm-hmm.
You had to do it online. You had to do it through something.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember. But my sister bought it anyway. She bought the ticket. So we went there. It was from 7 to 10. It was super nice. It was basically all black women. And the niche was, you can't say paint. Because they was giving away the little Noya beads or whatever. The little, what do I want to call those beads? The little, you know.
Mardi Gras.
Mardi Gras
beads. Okay.
Right. Yeah, I knew it when I started dancing that
Yeah.
beat, right?
You get them
Yeah.
beads. You gotta show
Right,
your
yeah.
work.
Right, that's
You gotta
the
show
beads.
your work.
So you can't say paint, painting, painting.
Okay.
Oh, what color is that you use? Oh, I'm using a gold paint for the what? Let me get those beads from my botcha.
Oh wow.
Exactly.
Okay,
So that was the niche. That was very fun. And at the end of it, we got a chance to meet because it was different women in the group that came that night. Business owners, entrepreneurs, women. It was predominantly women. It was no men. The men were the photographers. The men were the videographers.
Yeah.
Like, you know, they videoed us. They taped us. They, you know, showed us what we was doing. You know, showed what we was doing. They basically, you know, showed what we were doing.
Yeah.
And we were connecting. We were talking.
Right.
It was just beautiful. It was, I mean, I think they went up to the age of 55, 60. The women that was there from 19. I want to say the youngest I think the youngest girls that was there, they are young entrepreneurs, 2 twins.
Okay.
2 twin girls. They crochet bathing suits, basically tops and bottoms. Beautiful girls. And at the end of the sip in paint or whatever, they stood up and they told us their IG accounts and how we could connect with them and if we wanted to whatever. It was a gathering of the minds of an empowerment of women, of black women trying to empower each other, trying to build each other up, trying to do something for each other. You know what I mean? Because all we got in the end is each other.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So, you know, and we buy a lot of shit. So
yeah, that was dope.
It was super dope. It was super dope. It was so awesome. And the lady that was in charge of it, she created these wood earrings basically from scratch. There were thin pieces of wood. One that said bold, black and beautiful, was like a picture of a woman from the side with a bald head or whatever, which was one of my favorites or whatever. It said bold, black and beautiful in between on the head. And I got a chance to paint it and everything. It was just beautiful. And it had a lot of different things on there. I'm African, I'm proud. Some people put Wakanda on there, you know.
Yeah, that's the hype
they
right
got
now.
to do that right there. Black Panther. It was beautiful, though. It was really beautiful. I want to say it was 60 women there.
Whoa.
I want to say it was 60 women there. It was hot as hell. Not gonna lie. We had liquor galore. She made sure we had liquor.
Yeah.
So that's what I was about to ask you. Who provided the liquor?
Listen, she did. It's all inclusive. Your $20 pays for all the liquor you could drink.
Yeah.
Really?
The earrings, 2 pairs. Okay, 2 pairs of earrings. The paint brushes. You know, aprons, whatever you need. Everything was there. Food, she had Subway, she had Wingstop.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Everything.
Wow.
Everything was there. All for $20. $20 from 7 to 10.
That was dope.
Just
That was dope.
a collective mind. It was her spot. It was a little spot, no bigger than what we in right now. A little studio, I want to say. And she had these little tables that fit 6 each or whatever, but we was packed.
Yeah,
it was
jammed
10
in
to
there.
a table. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay.
It was 10 to a table.
Wow.
It was 10 to a table.
But it
She
was
had
dope.
her iPod playing or whatever. It was dope. It was people standing. It was women standing. It was cool. It was so cool. She had a blackboard. It was just amazing. It was amazing. We had wine. She had everything you could think of. at martinis, wine, Jello shots. That was the bomb.
Really?
.com.
I'm glad you had
And
a
it was
good
full
time.
of black women. All the thing was to wear. I felt a little out of place. I'm sorry because I got my bundles in. And my lace
It was
front,
the whole natural
my lace.
vibe.
Yeah, it was definitely natural, like all natural. I had girls with big hair there, beautiful black women, no makeup, just pretty,
Well, that was dope.
just pretty,
that was dope.
just pretty.
That was dope.
Just
That
pretty.
was dope.
Sassy, you should have been there because that's Sassy group.
I
She
know.
is just pretty.
Yeah, 'cause
She's 100%
I'm
natural.
I'm natural. My shit just straightened
Natural.
out right now.
Straight
this is a
up.
flat, the flat
Listen,
iron.
Listen, girl, you could have went there, no ponytail, no nothing. Like that's how they
Yeah.
was. They was just pretty, just pretty,
That's
just
dope. That's
pretty,
That's
pretty.
dope.
Wow.
Nothing. I felt out of place because I had my lace front on.
Yeah.
I could have came in here with my ponytail. I would have been just fine.
But
I
for
just
me,
been okay.
for me,
But it was
I'm glad. Yeah, I'm
awesome.
glad you had a good time.
It
But
was
for me, it wasn't
awesome.
really no downtime. It was just work you
All
know?
week, I already
It
know.
was video shoots. We was in the little web series
Right.
movie thing today,
Right,
and
right.
that's all it was. I think I
Right.
just got way too lit this
Super
weekend. It
cool.
was just drinking all weekend.
So cool.
Yeah, that's a little too much drinking for me.
Yeah, I'm telling you, because I'm
Mhm.
beat, and then I got work tomorrow.
Well, let me
Yeah,
see.
You gotta drink and then you gotta work. That's how it is.
yeah, that's
It's
it.
an equal balance.
Yeah, it wasn't really much downtime. It was just
Yeah.
handling a whole bunch of things,
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was productive, so I'm glad that it
That's
went the
what's
way
up.
it went.
At the end of the day, that's what
Exactly.
you want. You
That's
want
it.
But I may have a little mommy downtime a little bit because I'm getting this text message,
Beep, beep,
and
beep, beep,
he kind of saying what I want to hear.
Uh,
So it might be some mommy downtime a little bit.
going down after this
It's
podcast.
time to do
Yeah,
it. It's time to
Ain't
do
nothing like a
what
little
it
mommy
do.
downtime.
It may
It's
be a little
time- it's time
downtime
to
with him,
do- Ain't
But
no
that
way.
was really it. Hefe, you was a part of what we had as far as the web series because you put me on that, so
That's what's up.
that was dope.
Right, right.
What did
I
you,
went in
was
there
this
one
your
take thing.
downtime?
Absolutely. This
Hefe?
is my downtime. This is
It
I would
has to
say
be.
I'm gonna be quite honest. I mean, like I said, I'm still green. But I think this is my
I'm
therapy.
so happy.
Yeah, but that's what me and Lady Love said when we sit together and we
Love
come
therapy.
together. We have some therapy. Like we kind of rambled on, but what we said was we made it because we hit like the 2-hour mark.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, we hit the 2-hour mark
Oh, that's
today,
what's
so this is
up.
a
Really?
milestone.
I hope
Yeah,
you
Yo,
guys
it
really
felt like
enjoyed
it went so
yeah,
fast though.
exactly.
30
2
minutes,
hours,
maybe an
yeah,
hour.
We don't know.
Was
No,
this
we
the
not
first-
on an
was this-
hour. We
listen to
on
me.
we
I was
hit
checking
1
on
minute
her.
and
I was
50
checking
seconds.
on
Hit
her.
50
Was
minutes
this
right now.
was this the first time you ever? That is
Yeah.
true. That's the first time you put
Yeah,
that on.
this is the
Yeah.
first time we hit like 2
Literally.
hours.
No, because
It's
we
about
cut it down. We
content.
on the schedule.
It's
Yeah,
about content.
normally
we be
I
on the
cut it
schedule.
because it's normally
about-
like
That
It's about
listen, you saw
content.
me doing the whole
intro.
movements. I was like,
yeah, intro be
And-
5 minutes.
And you know what? I don't even.
we
think,
have our sections.
And you know what? I don't even think we really skimmed this. We haven't even really skimmed the surface yet.
I know.
Yeah, no.
We getting
It's
into it,
so
Yeah.
but we haven't
hard.
skimmed
Exactly.
the surface.
I
Exactly.
know.
But I feel like it was dope. You know what I'm saying?
It was.
So
That's good. Yeah, it
You
was
know,
dope. It was.
yeah,
dope.
I
It was dope.
definitely want to thank you all for tuning in to this week's episode.
We love you.
Hopefully y'all got to
Yes,
like listen in
absolutely.
and just hit us up.
Definitely.
Gmail raisingkingspodcast@gmail.com.
Right.
Yes.
Now we on iTunes. We
Yes.
on Google Play.
Yes.
Guess what? We was number 6 today in the
Yes.
top podcast on
Whoa.
iTunes.
Woo,
So
woo.
how you
Un-
love that?
Un-
How you love
Let's
that?
celebrate.
Unbelievable.
How you love that? And
That's real.
before
That's real.
real quick, I want to go into a little something. Even though we've been rambling on, but f that. You know what I'm saying? This
Right.
this our podcast. We can do whatever the fuck we want to do.
That's
you know what I'm saying?
right.
But what I'm gonna say is this: like, your friends and your family really don't support you. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Because
true.
it's like this: like they don't believe in the dream until the dream becomes a reality.
Right.
Because you'll be sitting there posting these links and just they're supposed to be able to big you up, reshare your shit.
Mhm.
Like, what does it take for you to reshare or repost? Listen, I'm petty right now, and I'm salty
That's right.
as fuck.
So we continue.
Because I feel like
next
this, like-
episode we
like-
going in.
Yeah, because
We
it's like,
going in.
why you can't reshare or repost my shit and show me that you connect? Because for me, if I see you got anything, I'm gonna purchase it.
Right.
I'm gonna reshare it.
Show
I'm
my
gonna repost. I'm gonna be a
love.
part of that. I'm gonna support. But I feel like
Right.
nobody like the problem with like our communities, like
Mhm.
blacks in general, they don't support
Exactly.
you. Like
Exactly.
I have a friend that's on Facebook. Like he
Mhm.
have a hashtag called black people ain't shit.
Mhm.
And no, it's
Hashtag.
crazy.
That's real, though.
But I'm down with.
That's real.
I really feel
That's
him
real.
now because no matter how much stuff that you do, people
Yeah.
don't support it. Like
Yeah.
if you got over 500 people on Facebook,
Mhm.
like why can't them 500 people either just click it just to give me the view,
Right.
or just to share it and be like, yo,
Support.
this is my sister, this is my person's, this is my
Mhm.
shit, this is some black cultural shit that they doing,
Right.
and just push the narrative.
Right.
Like you could just do that because if I got 500 people on my page
Mhm.
and 500 people reshare it,
Right.
and then they got other people that's looking at it, you know how many views that you can get from that? People don't support your shit until your shit becomes a reality. And let me tell you something.
But you know what it is? You
That's
know what else
true.
it is too?
Uh-huh.
It's conditioning.
Yes,
And the thing of,
conditioning.
and you know
Uh-huh.
what it is? With us black folk,
Mhm.
we got to get out of that box.
Mhm.
Stop
Yeah.
being conditioned.
Yeah.
We need to come out and support each other.
Yeah.
It just like,
Because at the
oh,
end of the
whatever.
day,
No matter
at
what.
the end of the day, all we
Mhm.
got is us.
Exactly.
And if we stick together and move forward in the
Right.
same direction,
Right.
Mhm.
we are so much more powerful. Because at the
Yeah.
end of the day,
Right.
a lot of these things that happen in this world and
Mhm.
the stuff that manifests in this country and things like
Mhm.
that, it
Mhm.
happened. It came from our hands.
Yeah,
Right.
man, it did.
We
It
built
did.
that.
We
Right.
did.
We did that.
We did.
Right.
And we got to get back to that.
Listen,
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Let me tell y'all something. I'm a Taurus. I'm a lawyer and I'm petty as fuck at the same time. So your best bet for you to do right now is support my shit. I'm telling you,
That's right.
support my
Really, that's
shit because
real.
let me tell you something.
real.
Listen, I'm a lawyer, but I'm petty,
That's
and I'm
real.
gonna let you know it, and you gonna feel it.
Real.
So if you don't support my cause, if
Right.
you don't support my shit, let me tell you something.
Real.
We was number 6 this week.
Right.
We was number
Real.
6 this week.
That's
So
right.
Real.
as we hit, we go and keep climbing these charts, and we start
That's
hitting
right.
number 1, and then the live scenarios start coming, and then we
Right.
start being featured on other people's shows, and other
Right.
people start being featured on our shit.
Mhm.
Don't expect to be a part of it. I'm telling you,
Right.
because you're gonna be treated just like the outsider.
Right.
So your best
We
bet
love
right
you,
now,
Joe.
you better get hip to this Raising Kings podcast
We
stuff
love you.
and get a part of it and support it like you're supposed to, because trust me, you're gonna be hurt
That's
when I
right.
walk by you and look at you like I don't even know you.
That's right.
Don't let me have
Real.
it. Don't let me bring the nigga on the show just to tell you how he felt when I did that, because
That's
I
it.
would do it.
That's it.
I would do it.
That's it.
So don't support
real.
don't support my dreams and my aspirations and
When
stuff
we
like
get
that.
high.
Don't even
Do
come.
it now.
Don't even come when it get
Do
popping,
it
because listen, we
now.
got a whole lot of stuff
And you know
going
what?
on.
The thing about it is too, it's about opening up other avenues for other people.
Yeah,
Because this right here,
exactly.
it's all it is a stepping stone.
That's
Because
it.
this is just a level.
Mm-hmm.
This is the first level.
Yeah.
Right.
We're gonna go to the second level.
Right.
Yeah.
And then somebody else might come in and we're gonna put them on a level.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You know?
Because listen, after this right here, like I'm down with supporting like black businesses and like my friends and my family.
Mhm.
But if you ain't helping me or you ain't supporting me, don't look to that. I would rather go to the stranger and put the stranger on before I let you come a
'Cause they
part
gonna
of
put us
everything that I
on.
built from
And
the
that's what it
ground up.
always
Because
is.
you had the opportunity to be there
That's
and
what
help
it
me.
always
Right
is.
now, at the bottom.
Mhm.
And I'm telling you, and you know what? This dude, like I said, I went to this seminar one time. Not a seminar, but it was like a Steve Harvey thing.
Mhm.
And that's something I truly believed in. And he said it out his mouth, which was so crazy. You got sometimes you have some of your own people that'll talk you out your
Yeah.
Oh,
dreams.
yeah.
And sometimes it's subliminal
Yeah.
and you don't even
Yeah.
realize it. You got
Lady Love
a
was
dream.
just talking about that.
Yo, you got a dream that you've been thinking about. Like you could, I believe once you could see it and you could dream it and you
Right.
could physically manifest it in your head,
It's done.
it could happen.
Yeah.
Of course.
But then you might have somebody that you really look up to and come to you and tell you
Yeah.
something.
They be like, oh,
and-
why you doing it?
Oh,
It's
why
boring.
you doing that? I don't think you can really.
Why y'all don't talk about no ragged
Yo.
shit? Why y'all not talking
don't
about
think-
sex? Why y'all
Right.
not talk about this? Man,
Yeah.
listen,
Yo.
And
I'm sorry.
dismiss your
Excuse my
whole
language.
views.
Excuse my language, because yes, we raising kings and we talking about our kids, but fuck y'all.
Mhm.
Listen, if y'all ain't down for my shit, and y'all ain't supporting my shit, trust me, don't come later, because we got a whole lot of shit going on.
Right.
We got a whole lot of shit brewing.
Absolutely.
And when that shit really hit to where it go, y'all niggas gonna be I'm saying, yeah, because y'all niggas now. Y'all
Right.
niggas gonna be
Exactly.
hella surprised. And y'all gonna be
Exactly.
hella salty when I be like, I don't even know you, my nigga.
Yeah.
So I'm telling you, man. Listen, I told you I'm loyal and petty as fuck. So you better
Get it
jump
in.
aboard and support my shit, because
Get
once
it
that petty
in.
side kick in, niggas will tell you how petty I am, because I tease them all day on social media.
That's
so
it.
don't you play with me.
That's it.
Don't you
That's
play
real.
with me. I'm telling you.
That's real.
All right,
That's
now
real.
I'm gonna calm down. I think that's that.
Yeah.
You don't win in. You don't win
That's
in.
what's
You don't
up.
win in. You don't win in.
You
It's
don't
all
let
good.
they
But
ass on
sometimes you listen to
fire.
me. Sometimes you got to do that just to let people know
I
to
had
wake
to
them
shake
up.
people
I'm so
up a little
excited,
bit
though.
To
because-
wake them up.
Yeah.
Because,
I'm so
cause like I
excited.
said, at the end of the day, we need to move as a unit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
man.
And once we could do that and move as a unit
That's
and
it.
really support each other,
That's
sometimes
it.
I may have something you may not have.
Right.
Yeah.
You may have something I may not have.
Exactly.
But we might put one and one together
Listen,
and
he
we
got
come
on,
out with two.
Look at on a
Look at
perfect
the
shirt.
success.
Yo, he got on a perfect exchange.
Absolutely.
But
Yo.
look at the success of Black Panther when we all came up and stood up and
Right.
said, "Yo, we gonna make this movie like
Number one.
international."
Let's go.
We
Right.
gonna
Let's
break these
see
records
it 4,
when we
5
come
times.
And
together.
listen, it
Let's
shows.
do it.
You know what that shows for real? For real,
Mhm.
it shows the power
Right.
of people. Of us,
100%.
of us supporting each other.
Mhm.
I may not have to really like you.
Yeah.
I don't have to like you.
Yeah.
But if I'm saying something to you of substance that
Mhm.
may help you,
Uh-huh.
and push you forward in life, yo, let's move
Let's
forward.
do it. Exactly.
Let's move
Because
forward.
I'm a person, I'm all for it. Like, I would definitely help whoever I can help. I'm going to give you
Yeah.
all the information in the world. I would not hold it back. But if you do not support me, listen, I'm petty as fuck.
Listen.
I just said it.
I'm gonna say something to you. You got some people who just ain't never going to get it.
Yeah,
You
they
could
not.
you could beat them over the head with a baseball bat and try to
Yeah.
tell them
Literally.
Yeah.
and try to tell them what
Yeah.
time it is.
Mhm.
But it's only up to that individual who
Mhm.
wants to accept it and wants to take that and wants to really utilize it and put it down in a life
Mhm.
and see how it could be structural and help them in life.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, it's a saying. You could take a horse to water, but you
Yeah,
can't make
him
him
drink.
Exactly.
You understand?
Exactly.
You
But
thirsty
the only thing you could
or
do,
not.
and the only thing that we could do,
Mhm.
we could just keep moving forward,
Right.
being consistent,
That's
Yeah.
it.
giving out these good conversations,
Right.
talking about good content.
Yeah.
You may want it, you may
Mhm.
take it, it may
Mhm.
help you, it may
Yeah.
not help you.
Exactly.
But at the end of the day, all we could do is put it out there.
That's
it.
right, and we're gonna continue to do that.
That's
We're
all
gonna
we can do.
continue to build, because guess what,
That's right.
motherfuckers? We was number 6 this week on
Yes.
iTunes. So y'all keep on betting
Hey.
your eyes the other way. But when
Hey.
I'm
I'ma
telling
tell
you,
you,
lie.
I'm
numbers
still-
don't
listen,
lie.
I am green
Men lie,
I
women
am
lie,
green
numbers
as
don't
F.
lie.
Mhm.
and I'm still learning. But listen, all we got to do is be consistent.
that's
That's
right.
it.
You know, that's all we got to do.
Consistency.
That's right, consistency.
Yeah.
So make sure you hit us up on Raising Kings Podcast at
Yes.
gmail.com.
Yes.
You can search us Raising Kings Podcast on YouTube and
Search.
SoundCloud. And at the same time, we on Google
Yes.
Podcast and Apple Podcasts. Just search
Yes.
us Raising Kings Podcast.
Raising
And there
Kings
you go. You're gonna
Podcast.
have quite a few episodes. And just go through, just touch base, hit us from the beginning
To the
and to now,
end,
and you're gonna see the
yeah.
growth.
And see the progression.
Yeah, you're gonna see the
It's all about
progression.
progression.
And
Right.
you're
All
gonna
about
hear this
progression.
good content. You know what I'm
Right.
All
saying?
about progression.
We here for you.
Hefe,
Absolutely.
Lady Love, you guys have anything else you wanted to add to this week's episode?
Just want to tell everybody thank you.
I
You
just
know,
want to tell
we want
everybody we
everybody
love
to
you.
keep looking and keep checking for us.
Yes.
You got the Foreign Lifestyle Entertainment coming.
Yes.
You got the apparel. You got the
Yes.
Raising Kings podcast
Yes.
website coming
Mhm.
with apparel with the
With the
apparel,
apparel,
with the
yeah.
t-shirts,
Oh,
with the
man.
coffee cups, with the mugs,
Yeah,
with the
everything,
pins.
everything.
Where
The
you could just
socks,
really
the
show
hats,
people what
the
we
book
doing.
bags,
Everything.
You know what I'm saying? We're trying to
Everything.
support our people. We're trying to
yeah.
support the community. We're trying to show people what
Everything.
we could do to give other people inspiration
Right.
to
Yeah.
follow their dreams, follow their
Right.
goals. If you can do it, if you can think it, if you can see it,
Right.
you can make it happen.
If you
Right.
can dream
Trust that.
it, you
That's
could
right.
believe it, you could dream it,
No.
you could see it. Just keep on doing what you do. Follow your dreams, man.
Exactly.
It's gonna be here. Remember, Raising Kings Podcast is a
Raising
Sound
Kings
Mind Production
Podcast.
Studio.
That's
And listen.
right.
It's a Sound Mind. I'm sorry. What the fuck did I just say? It's a Sound Mind Studios production. That's that
Right.
Bible. Sound Mind Studio production, and guess
Absolutely.
what? It's all black owned.
That's right.
That's all black owned.
That's
Absolutely.
right.
We do this
Listen,
here ourselves.
all self.
Absolutely.
Listen, hit me up. Let me know. I'm very active. Quisha06 IG. don't get it twisted. I reply
Yeah.
like ASAP.
You follow
Trust
her.
and believe.
You follow her.
Trust and
She
believe.
will follow you back.
Trust and believe. I follow back.
Follow
Absolutely.
her. You will
Pusha
follow
06
follow her back.
IG, or you can look me up under none of your motherfucking business. Type that in, none of your motherfucking
Exactly.
business. You get me.
And if you ain't gonna
Listen,
support,
let me know.
Jump off a building, because Raising King Podcast is the hottest podcast in the nation.
Hottest.
And remember, I told you that.
Hottest.
building, build,
Let me know.
build.
We want to
Knowledge.
know.
Knowledge is self building. We're building.
Yes.
That's
My
right.
word is bond.
That's right.
Remember that.
Nah, this your girl Sassy, and we on the checkout. Remember, hit us up on all the major handles, and we here. Sassy,
Your girl, Lady Love.
Hefe.
and we up out of here. Thank you guys for tuning in, and thank you guys for keeping those ratings climbing. We're going to continue to create this great content for your ears.
We love you.
Support.
We up out of here.
Bye
One.
bye.
Bye, baby.